Hello everyone, welcome back to Ruby Tarot. Thank you for always following and supporting the channel. The very moment you are watching this video is the perfect time to receive its message. On this channel, I consistently bring you insights about what's about to happen in your life. When you embrace and trust in positive things, you are also connecting with a parallel world where your wishes have already come true. Today, through this reading, I hope to help you open up possibilities for the future, supporting you on your journey to conquer love and realize your own desires. The theme of today's reading is, what is your person currently thinking about you? Let's discover the answer together right now. I have selected 3 cards, corresponding to Pile 1, Pile 2, and Pile 3. Listen to your intuition and choose the card that draws you the most, then click the timestamp in the description to go directly to your reading. Now, let's begin the reading for those who have already made their choice. Hello to those who chose Pile 1. Thank you for waiting. Now, I will begin the reading for those who selected card Pile number 1. I hope this reading brings you healing, new insights, and moments filled with love. The theme of today's reading is, what is your person currently thinking about you? So now, let's start the interpretation, with all the cards appearing in reverse positions, to explore what emotions they are currently holding about you. The fact that all the cards appear reversed is not just a special phenomenon, it also makes me clearly feel one thing: you, your person, and even those around you all share a strong desire to change. It could be a desire to break free from the current situation or to move closer toward a certain goal. Whether that goal relates to the relationship between you two or is a personal aim of yours, like a dream or an ideal version of yourself you want to become, this forward-looking emotion is very evident. Moreover, I sense a thought like this: I need to change. I cannot continue as things are now. Perhaps you are telling yourself to change your approach, shift your mindset, or expand your own limits. And not only you, but your person is also carrying similar feelings in their heart. Although all the cards are reversed, I drew an additional confirming card and received the message that we should keep reading them in their reverse positions. This shows that the emotions are not simply about confusion or being lost, but rather about the inner struggle between wanting change and feeling unsure where to start or unable to act yet. In other words, I really want to change. But I don't know how. I'm not able to do it right now. And it is precisely this state, longing but unable to move forward, that dominates the current energy. Furthermore, the card that appeared in the yes/no confirmation position is the Star, the card of dreams and the longing to manifest them after many years of nurturing. This highlights an important commonality between you and your person. Both of you may be carrying a strong desire for the future. It could be a dream of being together, a better life direction, or a more ideal version of yourselves. Whether it is your dream or theirs, the Star shows that this aspiration has been held deep within for a long time, and now it is gradually becoming a vital driving force within your inner world. This is the moment when the energy of change is being powerfully activated. Even though there may still be unresolved issues, the flame inside you continues to burn brightly with faith in something better. Although you deeply want to change, you don't yet know how to do it, as if you feel stuck wanting to step forward but can't find the door. However, I clearly sense that all these reverse cards are actually very close to flipping upright. This means everything is gradually moving in the right direction, getting closer to what you desire, as if the dream is right before your eyes, only one step away from being reached. The fact that all the cards appear reversed is not necessarily a bad sign. On the contrary, it may carry the message that you are very near a turning point of transformation. It is right in front of you. Just by shifting your perspective, you might realize that you have actually been moving in the right direction all along, toward your dream, toward the fulfillment of your goal. You just haven't seen it until now. Today, we are exploring the reading with the theme, what is your person currently thinking about you? Yet, it is both strange and fascinating that the energy between you and your person shares many similarities. It feels as though both of you are in the same emotional state, both wanting change, both unsure of what to do next, both yearning to step out of the current situation towards something better. It's as if you are standing together at a significant crossroads in life. Whether it concerns love, career, or personal growth, both of you are at a pivotal moment, the most intense phase of transformation in your lives. The encouraging thing is that the door, the dream, the destination, you are all very close now. The cards seem to send a message: your destination is no longer far away. Therefore, I want to draw an additional card for your person to gain a clearer understanding of their current feelings. Since this is a love-themed reading, I also want to clarify this further by using the Romance Angels Oracle deck to see what emotions they hold in their heart towards you right now. That card is Children, the innocent child. When this card appears, the first thing I sense is that your person carries a very pure, very innocent desire. They want to be with you in a natural, simple, and sincere way. Yet, alongside this, there is also a fear, as if they both long to be close to you but something holds them back with hesitation. And I clearly feel that this person truly values you. They think of you as someone they want to grow with, to learn and change alongside. It's not just about physical attraction or romantic feelings, but something deeper. You inspire them to develop themselves, both inside and out. You are someone who brings them many lessons and awakenings. They sense that by being with you, they can become a better version of themselves. This heartfelt connection carries much more meaning than an ordinary romantic relationship. To them, you are important, someone both different and similar, someone they cannot consider ordinary. You create within them a vibration, a powerful awakening of both soul and heart. The Children card can also symbolize beginnings, things that are still young but full of potential. This shows that the feelings your person holds for you are not simply fondness but a yearning to nurture and grow together, to explore life side by side. I continued drawing cards, and what's remarkable is that your person appeared very clearly in the following cards. The energy was so strong that I felt compelled to draw a third card, and when that card appeared, I understood why the final outcome card in this reading was Death reversed. The reverse Death card reveals a lot. It's not about an ending, but rather the struggle between ending and being unable to let go. It reflects the tension between knowing change is necessary but lacking the courage or conditions to truly step out of the old state. This perfectly mirrors your person's inner feelings at this moment. Your person is standing at a major threshold. They want to transform, to let go of something from the past in order to step into the future, yet they are still held back by fear or a sense of unreadiness. And you, yes, you, are the catalyst sparking their desire to change. You are not just someone to love, but someone who challenges them to face themselves, to learn how to mature, live authentically, and love properly. This feeling is far from superficial. It is part of their life journey, the journey of growth, that they are currently walking through. And you may very well be the light at the end of that path. They want to change, not only for themselves. Of course, they have personal reasons to grow, but at the same time, they also want to change for you, for the relationship between you. They want to become a better version of themselves, in character, in circumstances, in lifestyle, so they can be with you, so they can walk alongside you on the road ahead. When the Moon card appears, especially in the Rider-Waite deck, it doesn't just represent emotions, love, and uncertainty. This time, it carries the image of a rider on a horse, handsome, strong, and determined. Whether you are watching this reading as a man or a woman, and whether your person is male or female, this card represents them. The message they want to send is, I want to be someone worthy of admiration. Someone strong enough to come to you. I want to ride my horse to meet you. They truly long for transformation, to become the right person to walk beside you. And I clearly feel that this change is drawing very near. The destination, the transformation, the action, they are all right before your eyes. Your person is preparing to act, or at least their heart is already resolved to do so. Although the path may not yet be fully clear, and concrete steps may still be missing, that energy is growing stronger every moment. However, right now there remains a very clear barrier, a lack of confidence. Your person does not yet know exactly how they need to change or where to begin. Feelings of confusion, being lost, and fearing they are not good enough still dominate. Yet in reality, if they could just shift their perspective, everything they seek, everything they hope to achieve, is already right before their eyes. The message here is very clear, your person wants to move toward you. They want to change because of you. They want to grow so they can love you in the right way. And although they remain uncertain, some action, a turning point, is very near. The fact that all the cards appear reversed likely reflects not only your person's current state but also your own inner world. Therefore, I want to draw a few more cards to clarify your emotional state and energy. The three cards that appeared are the Devil, Seven of Swords, and Knight of Wands. These cards carry very strong energy. First of all, it's clear that within you exists a powerful yearning. For some of you, this desire may be about love, a love you deeply want to hold and reach. For others, it may be a wish to transform yourself, to break free from old limitations and take control of your life. Whether it's love or a personal goal, the common feeling is that you are eager to grasp something that deeply moves you and compels you to reach beyond. The Seven of Swords suggests that you may be employing a bit of strategy, a touch of calculation, on this journey. This isn't necessarily negative, as strategy doesn't always carry a bad connotation. Sometimes, to achieve what you desire, you need to choose a more tactful, subtle, and cautious approach. You might be experimenting with new ways to approach things or making personal plans to reach your goals. And that is perfectly normal. As for the Knight of Wands, the card representing fiery energy, the inner flame urging you forward, it shows that you are not only yearning but also ready to take action. Though there may be moments of hesitation and worry, the determined spirit and desire to rise above and seize what you want is becoming increasingly clear within you. Lastly, the Devil card, when appearing alongside these cards, doesn't carry a wholly negative meaning. It reflects an intensity, a deep attachment that may make it hard for you to let go. Perhaps you are deeply obsessed with something, be it love, career, or the need to prove yourself, and this both motivates and challenges you. I sense that you are a very pure and innocent person, but because you are so passionate about achieving something, you have entered a phase where you must learn to use strategy to become stronger and sharper. And this is not bad at all. It is the journey of self-improvement, where you learn to keep your heart pure while also facing reality and claiming what you truly deserve. The desire to possess, the yearning to reach your goals, whether in love or in life, is a burning ember within you. That energy is intensifying. You know what you want. You are learning to step toward it, even if there are moments of hesitation or inner struggle. Trust that this is a beautiful driving force, a feeling that will bring you closer to what you truly desire. There is something you want to achieve at all costs, something you want to hold on to, something you want to prove, and you are steadfast in your determination. Whether it's a person you want to have, a relationship you want to build, or the image of your future self, the version you've longed to become, that yearning is growing stronger within you, and it is moving in a very positive direction. I continue by drawing one more card, the 7th card in this reading, and it is the Mountain. This is a very clear symbol of the challenges and peaks you want to conquer. It also reflects that you have experienced many ups and downs in life, times of highs and lows, but you have never given up. Right now, I sense that many of you are in the mindset of, I must overcome this mountain. No matter how difficult, I have to climb over it. Comparing the two energies, your person seems to lean more toward emotional aspects, love, the desire to connect, while you carry a very strong energy of growth and reaching life summits. But this doesn't mean the two of you are moving in different directions. On the contrary, your person sees you as a shining star, a role model they admire and strive to rise toward. The times they have spent with you are not just memories but valuable lessons and moments that make them feel the need to mature further. You are their source of inspiration, the guiding light, the person who makes them want to change. In this connection, both of you are not simply lovers but two souls illuminating each other, teaching one another how to live and how to overcome yourselves. You yourself do not want to remain where you are. There is a clear feeling that this story will not end here. You are moving toward the next phase, a new rung on your life's journey. Like conquering one mountain, and instead of stopping, you look up to a higher, farther peak, and begin the next journey. That is the energy you carry within you. You may be very hard on yourself. There are times when you look back at what you have done, the choices you made, and feel regret or self-reproach. Your emotional energy has a wide range, you feel everything deeply, you may be tormented, caught in waves of emotion, but at the same time, that is the very source of your strength, enabling you to rise above and continue conquering higher goals. The King of Swords appears reversed, and I sense that this strictness is not necessarily due to pressure from others, but comes from within you. You hold very high expectations for yourself, constantly telling yourself, I must change, I need to go further, I cannot stay like this forever. Sometimes, this makes you feel confused, anxious, or creates pressure on yourself. You may wonder, can I really do it? Can I reach my goals? The nervousness and worry about the future quietly operate within your inner world. However, the wonderful thing is that I sense a deep harmony between you and your person. It feels as though both of you are moving toward a shared goal. If both say, let's head there together, let's strive for this together, then no matter how difficult the journey, you will ultimately reunite at that destination. There is a similar current of energy flowing on both sides. Although each of your journeys may differ, the goal remains the same. This makes me believe that if you both continue to hold on to faith and effort, you will surely arrive together at the place you've promised. It is a journey that may not be easy, but it is full of hope. I will draw one more card to clarify the final outcome waiting ahead. It seems that soon there will be contact from your person. I feel this very clearly through the energy spreading, like they are ready, filled with determination to act. The Moon card that appeared earlier already reflected some of their emotional depth and desire for connection. This time, I truly sense that your person is preparing to reach out to you proactively. Therefore, I drew another card to see when you might receive news from them. The card that appeared is number 13. At first, I hesitated, could it be referring to last April? But upon deeper feeling, this number seems to indicate a time frame within the next month. And because the reading also includes the image of the rider, the symbol of speed and swift action, I have even more reason to believe this moment is not far off. Additionally, the Joker card appeared, a card signifying a major decision, a breakthrough. So you can fully expect that contact from your person will come very soon. For some of you, it may be within the next 4 days. For others, if it's a bit delayed, it will still come within a maximum of 1 month. Of course, these numbers are only a reference, a milestone to help you track, not an absolute guarantee. But the overall energy clearly shows that your person's initiative is very strong. Next, I will draw another card to clarify what the content of their communication might be when they reach out. Alongside that, I also sense that besides matters of the heart, you have another goal in life, perhaps a plan or a dream you are working hard to achieve. I will delve deeper into both aspects, not only to clarify the message from your person but also to help you gain clearer insight into your own path. The message from the Seven of Cups suggests that the communication from your person may involve choices. For example, they might say something like, I have several plans, which one do you prefer? Or I'm thinking about this or that, what do you think is better? It feels like a gentle invitation, perhaps to go somewhere or do something together, presented as multiple options for you to choose from. This also indicates that your person wants to create a comfortable atmosphere for you, allowing you to be the one who decides. However, immediately after that appears the Five of Cups, which clarifies that although your person is trying to reach out and make proposals, internally they carry a lot of uncertainty and lack confidence. It feels as if they are burdened by fears like, what if I get rejected? Or what if I am hated or abandoned? They approach you cautiously, wanting to be close to you, yet afraid of hurting you again. From the Five of Cups, I also clearly feel that your person remains haunted by what happened in the past. It could be mistakes, immaturity, or some event that once caused you pain. They feel regret and remorse. Even if you view the past more gently, for them, it still weighs heavily on their conscience. This might concern what happened between the two of you or wounds from a previous relationship, but whatever it is, it still affects how they approach you. Therefore, when they contact you, you may sense hesitation and carefulness in their words. They do not come with full confidence but with a heart still troubled by guilt. What matters most is that they are coming, they still want to do something, and they are trying to reconnect with you gently, without pressure or force, by giving you the power of choice. This is how they are trying to move toward you, slowly, sensitively, and sincerely. Perhaps in the past, they experienced failures in love, which is why they currently lack confidence but still want to make an effort to express their feelings to you. Additionally, it's possible that with you, they have caused hurt before. Even though that time has passed, they still carry much regret and guilt within their heart. That's why when they reach out, it might be gentle proposals like, what do you want? Or how should we proceed, phrased in an open way so that you can decide, with a clear sense of caution. They are not confident enough to impose anything. They just want to softly present options because they still feel deeply remorseful. They think of you, of the past, and want to make amends by giving you the power to choose the next path. This is not passivity but a form of respect for the emotions and wounds you may have endured. I drew further cards to clarify the meaning of the Five of Cups, and the next cards that appeared were the Garden and the Tower. The energy from these two cards is very clear. It feels as though your person was once too busy with work, too focused on their own world, leading them to miss the opportunity to be with you or inadvertently making you feel abandoned. If you ever felt that they ignored you or didn't value the time spent together, they now deeply regret it. They may have thought, I have to work, I have to secure the future, but in the end, they let slip precious moments with you. Now, looking back, they realize that they allowed work to overshadow their feelings and failed to prioritize what truly mattered. One more thing, they are worried. They fear that during the time they were silent or inactive, you have looked elsewhere, that someone else has entered your world. They fear being replaced, afraid the chance to reconnect with you might be taken by another. Though they may outwardly try to remain calm, inside they are a hidden storm of emotions, regretful, fearful, and longing to start anew. Therefore, when your person reaches out, don't be surprised if you find their approach gentle and cautious, yet filled with deep sincerity. It is the effort of someone seeking to make amends, to start anew, and above all, someone who continues to watch over you with an unwavering heart. They are currently carrying a very distinct emotion, discomfort and jealousy at the thought of you being close to someone else during their absence. They don't want you to become involved in a new relationship or open your heart to another. Although their rational mind understands that you have freedom, their feelings whisper, "I don't want to lose this person." This feeling makes them insecure, especially since they have made mistakes in the past, missed opportunities, and failed to cherish the time spent with you. As a result, they now harbor deep regret over times when they were too focused on themselves, on work, on personal goals, neglecting your precious presence. Whatever the reasons, what weighs most heavily on their heart now is that they did not give you enough attention, enough time, or concrete actions. The next card to appear is the ship, a clear symbol of the desire to move forward, to shift, to embark on a new journey. Your person wants progress. They want to be closer to you. For those in long-distance relationships, whether separated physically or emotionally, or if you are watching this reading with the mindset of someone once close but now distant, the energy from your person is still directed toward you. They want to be closer to you, both literally and figuratively. They want to change that. They regret not having made you a priority when they had the chance. And now, they wish to make amends, to start over, to reconnect from the beginning. Therefore, I want to continue drawing cards to clarify, what proposals will they bring up? What will they say, invite you to do, or express in their next contact? Clearly, they are not only thinking about reaching out but genuinely want to take action, with the hope of healing some of the past imperfections and moving the relationship into a new chapter. What proposals will they make during their next communication? I drew 7 cards representing 7 different proposals, and once again, the moon appeared, which is truly wonderful. Additionally, cards representing both the male and female figures appeared, clearly referring to you and your person. The remarkable thing is, while your person's focus is intently on you, your energy seems to be looking elsewhere. It's not that you don't care, but perhaps you are distracted by something or maintaining a certain distance. And this is what makes your person anxious, worried that you will drift away, that you might open your heart to someone else. Therefore, all their proposals carry a clear goal, to make you happy, to make you feel cared for and cherished, to keep you close to them. The cards suggest that their proposals might include a private date at home or in an intimate, secluded space meant just for the two of you, a meeting at a quiet cafe where you can talk freely without interruptions, a short trip, perhaps to a distant sightseeing spot or a romantic retreat, a choice between 2 settings, a cozy, close environment like home, or a more experiential place like traveling, an invitation to a place with a special atmosphere that fosters emotional connection or helps both of you reflect on what you've shared. Additionally, there is an image resembling a genie's lamp or an incense burner, which evokes a warm, mystical, and somewhat private ambience. It's very possible that your person wants to create a special space, rich in tenderness and emotion, to heal or simply to rekindle the bond between you. Overall, these are not superficial or casual invitations. Your person is thinking deeply, weighing each option carefully to touch your heart in the most delicate and sincere way possible. They don't want to lose you. And all these invitations, regardless of their form, stem from a very clear desire to be with you, to be closer to you, and to start over. Indeed, your person wants to create a comfortable and loving atmosphere when they are with you, but importantly, they have no intention to pressure you. Everything they do, every invitation they extend, is based on respect for you. They want to create beautiful moments while ensuring you feel comfortable and never forced. This intention is very clearly reflected in the reading. They might ask you questions like, shall we meet at home, just the two of us? Or shall we go somewhere a bit farther to change the scenery? They are imagining a warm, gentle evening where both of you can feel close and connected. But instead of making the decision themselves, they will let you choose, based on what makes you feel most comfortable and at ease. Additionally, their energy shows something very subtle. They want to make you happy with small, gentle words that seem casual but are full of care. For example, your nails look so cute today, or your hair looks beautiful, or simply, you're really adorable. These compliments aren't flashy or elaborate, but they are the little details that make you feel loved and noticed. The imagery of the card resembling a genie's lamp or a magical censer brings to mind that your person wants to whisper a wish to you, a simple desire that just small words can make you smile. It's like a gentle magic they always want to give you. In summary, the biggest proposal your person wants to make is to meet you somewhere just for the two of you, or to go somewhere a little farther to change the setting, perhaps a private date or an experiential trip. Accompanying that is the wish to be with you in a soft, romantic atmosphere, especially in the evening. But whatever choice you make, your person will not impose it on you. They are waiting for you to speak up, hoping you choose what makes you feel most comfortable. And although they have their own desires, the most important thing to them is to make you happy, comfortable, and feel valued, through words, actions, and genuine listening. Within the next month, or perhaps even within just 4 days, you may start receiving small, gradual messages from them. The energy of the reading indicates this will not be a mere casual conversation but the beginning of a clear turning point. Following that, the Justice card appears, in reverse position, but according to today's reading method, we interpret it upright. However, the initial reversed energy is still significant. It suggests that something previously unclear, unconfirmed, or lacking transparency between you two is about to be clarified. The relationship is gradually moving into the light, where both of you understand each other's positions and feelings. If there was once ambiguity, lack of commitment, or uncertainty about what to call your relationship, that will now begin to end. Next comes the Temperance card, appearing upright from the start. This is truly beautiful. This card represents harmony, the flow of emotions, and balanced two-way energy. It shows that you and your person will enter a phase where both feel comfortable, at ease, and more in sync. There will no longer be one side giving too much or one side remaining silent. Everything will begin to find a stable rhythm, a kind of healing balance. And the clear message is, this relationship will experience a significant shift, bringing you reassurance and a genuine sense of reconnection. No more uncertainty or ambiguity. Instead, it will be the feeling, we are back, rightfully and full of hope. I drew another card to clarify the current situation between you two, and interestingly, it seems your person is carrying stronger energy at this moment. The two cards depict attraction and focus, with a very clear sensation, I want that person closer, I am pulling them toward me. They may not show it outwardly, but inwardly, they are intensely focused on you, very likely making plans and sincerely directing their energy toward you. And even from your side, there is a similar energy, you are also waiting and moving toward them, though perhaps less actively. It feels like two currents gradually pulling each other, as if the universe is aligning to bring you together at just the right time. This is a beautiful progression, a promising process of clarity, connection, and healing. I want to explore this a bit further because the Temperance card shows the energy between you is moving toward balance, a very peaceful and safe state. Emotions are becoming clearer, and it feels as though both of you are hoping for the same thing from one another. As long as the other looks your way, everything will be wonderfully okay. Then, your person appears again very clearly in the reading. This is the 3rd time. This indicates their energy is extremely strong and proactive. They truly long for your attention, want you to look toward them, and recognize the sincere feelings they bring. They want this relationship to progress further, be clearer and deeper, no longer remaining vague or distant. They want to meet you more privately, to spend clear and intimate time together. They want this relationship to enter a new chapter, a chapter where both truly step into each other's lives with acknowledgement and commitment. Meanwhile, your energy leans more toward taking care of yourself, work, daily life, household matters. You are focusing heavily on stabilizing everything around you, and perhaps because of this, sometimes you may not fully notice the shifts in their emotions. However, the encouraging thing is that there is a subtle connection flowing quietly between you two. You may not always be fully attentive to them, but there is still a quiet reassurance, a silent trust that you and they remain connected. You understand their feelings. And that connection forms a strong foundation for every next step forward. Now, I want to draw from the Oracle deck to further clarify your person's current emotions, because their energy is coming through very strongly, almost like a calling, as if they want to call your name with all their heart. They want you to feel, I am truly reaching toward you. I need you to recognize that. I will use this deck to listen to the whispers from the depths of their heart meant for you. The emotions coming from your person arise very strongly and clearly. They are learning to open their heart, learning to believe in love, with sincerity and seriousness. The cards show that they truly want to let go of past offenses in order to embrace you with their whole heart. No longer cautious or fearful as before, but taking a transformative step toward trust and wholehearted love. As for you, 2 cards have appeared together, peace and unconditional love, along with the desert rose, which symbolizes the realization of dreams and goals. This clearly shows that your heart carries a very peaceful, compassionate, and loving energy. You not only have the ability to love others with deep gentleness, but also possess the power to inspire and heal. The love you give to them, and to yourself, is unconditional, free of attachment or pressure. Particularly, the desert rose sends a strong message that the goals and dreams you are pursuing, whether in career, life, or personal growth, are on the path to becoming reality. There is no need to wonder if you can achieve them, because the answer is clear, you will. You may currently be in the midst of doubts and uncertainties, but all of that is just a stepping stone before your true breakthrough. I will draw further cards to clarify the specific timing, but the current direction is extremely positive. Returning to the energy between you and your person, a very clear image emerges. You are like a fresh, pure lake, full of love and compassion, while they are thirsting for every drop of that water. In symbolic terms, water represents emotions and love. Your person has only 3 drops, whereas you are the entire ocean. This shows that they feel dry and in need of love, comfort, and healing from you. They long to be embraced, understood, not because you owe them this, but because the love within you genuinely soothes the emptiness inside them. In other words, your person does not seek you out from a place of lack, but because they feel you are the only one who can hold them exactly as they are. And you, with your vast, open heart, truly have the ability to do so. This connection is not simply love, but healing. It is the meeting of a heart that is opening and a heart always ready to embrace. This is a connection that not everyone is fortunate enough to experience. You are the one they want to return to, like a cool stream in a dry desert. Your person is increasingly opening up to you, which is clearly shown by the card urging you to open your heart and trust in love. I sense that they want to share more of themselves, to reveal the deeper parts they may have once hidden. Although they might be somewhat clumsy in expression, this only makes the way they lean on you more genuine and endearing. They are not the type to rely on others in a negative way, rather, they are beginning to express a gentle, simple desire to be comforted and soothed by you. This might take the form of wanting to be held or simply being near you, feeling the peace that you bring. They deeply long for that healing water from you, as if you are the only pure spring capable of refreshing their parched soul. Currently, the emotions between you are in a very good state, harmonious and understanding. At the same time, there is a very clear message. You have a goal, perhaps related to work or a personal dream, and that will come to fruition. Therefore, I inquired about the specific timing when both love and career will progress favorably, and the answer came from the Ace of Wands. This is one of the strongest cards representing new beginnings. It symbolizes the first flame, the energy of a powerful, positive start and decisive action. When this card appears, especially in a context filled with water elements in balance, like temperance, cups, and the recurring theme of healing, it indicates that both love and work will enter a promising new phase, almost simultaneously. More specifically, this timing could be within the next month. For some of you, it might happen even sooner, within a week or even just 4 days. I sense that your person will reach out and make proposals very soon, and that moment will be the key to activating the entire chain of positive energy that follows. After they appear, within about a week, everything will begin to move clearly, feelings will be confirmed, the relationship will become clearer, and you yourself will feel reassured and ready for the next steps in both love and your personal goals. The Five of Cups returns as a reminder that all regrets and lingering pains will start to heal, and this could happen within this month. Make the month of water, tenderness, and now also the month when both of you can reconnect, not just through words but through true empathy and companionship. For some of you, if this timing feels too fast, that's okay, it is only a reference point. But clearly, the energy of the reading shows that after your person appears, within about a week, things will begin to shift dramatically. And notably, at the same time, your goals or personal dreams, whether in work or life, are also nearing completion. I want to clarify further how these goals will be realized and what is guiding you toward the finish line. When I drew additional cards, the Devil and the Seven of Swords appeared, indicating that you are thinking deeply. Perhaps you are racking your brain to plan, calculating every possible path, feeling somewhat stressed and trying to control all factors related to achieving your goal. The desire to achieve at all costs is rising. That's a sign you are truly serious and possess a strong inner power to break through. Next, cards from the Lenormand deck appear in sequence: the mouse, the letter, the spring, and the woman. These images tell me a very clear story. The mouse represents anxiety, a feeling of gradually losing energy or faith. You may feel that what you are pursuing is being worn down little by little, as if your strength is being drained by excessive worries. The letter and the spring convey messages of cleansing, communication, and reconnecting with true emotions. There may be information, a conversation, or a moment that helps you see everything with fresh eyes. The woman here is you, someone carrying a rich inner world yet burdened with many concerns. The message accompanying the spring emphasizes that if you keep viewing everything through anxious eyes, even what is clear will become blurred. In other words, when you change your perspective, everything returns to its rightful place, like the initially reversed cards that instantly become upright with a shift in approach. Therefore, the answer here is not about doing more, trying harder, or controlling better, but about calming down. Taking a deep breath. Seeing things with wider open eyes. When you break free from the cycle of stress and worry, you will realize that the path to success has long been revealed, you just haven't seen it because your mind was too cluttered. From that point, when you return to a peaceful state, everything will begin to move automatically in a favorable direction. And you will not only achieve your goals but also understand that you don't have to sacrifice peace to attain success. Success and peace can go hand in hand, if only you allow yourself a moment of rest to clearly see the road unfolding ahead. You are very close to the finish line. Truly, there is just one step left, so what the cards are advising you now is to pause for a moment, to step away from feelings of rush and confusion, so you can see everything with a broader, calmer perspective. If you can observe yourself from a higher vantage point, like standing on a hill overlooking the whole landscape, you will realize that you are actually in a very good, stable, and promising state. You may not see this right now because you are too close to the issue, too immersed in worry. But if you simply shift your viewpoint a little, you will recognize that the door has always been open, the destination has never moved away, and you are truly ready to step through it. Additionally, there is a very special factor: a woman, or a feminine energy, will appear as a form of assistance. This person may offer you advice, a suggestion, or a completely new approach. It won't be a loud intervention, but a gentle reminder, a very wise guidance. The accompanying card carries the energy of the right method, indicating that this advice will be genuinely helpful, guiding you effectively in the right direction. However, I understand that saying change your perspective is easy, but when you're in a state of confusion, it is not simple at all. I have been there myself, hearing others say calm down but not knowing where to begin. So I drew more cards, and this time, the snake and the mountain appeared, two powerful symbols. The snake represents hidden intelligence, adaptability, smart instincts, and cunning wisdom. When the snake appears, it tells you that you already have all the tools within yourself to overcome the challenge, you just haven't realized it yet. You don't need to become someone else or learn something new. You just need to trust your intuition and your own flexibility. The mountain once again confirms that you are climbing an important peak in your life. The path may be steep, but you are not alone, and you are very close to the summit. All difficulties are just the final tests before your breakthrough. Overall, the message for you is, take a deep breath. Step back. Trust that you already have enough strength. Allow yourself to look back, not through anxious eyes, but through the perspective of someone who has traveled far. Everything is progressing, and soon you will clearly see it through your own experience. It seems many of you in this group are incredibly hardworking and persistent. This reading includes 3 mountain cards, a rarity I have almost never seen before. In fact, this is the first time I have witnessed all 3 mountain cards appear together like this. Additionally, the snake card appears, but this is the white snake, carrying an extremely positive meaning. The white snake often symbolizes financial luck, indicating that your financial fortune will improve significantly in the near future. Moreover, your work is likely to become busier, with many opportunities, collaboration invitations, and attractive proposals coming your way. Alongside this, there is the image of a woman, someone who will support and accompany you. She is a woman with broad vision, able to see things from a comprehensive perspective. When you are feeling anxious or stressed, it can be very difficult to view things objectively. Therefore, support from a third person, someone truly on your side, will offer invaluable advice. Thanks to this, you may find yourself thinking, so others see me this way, or so people have always appreciated me this much. Such encouragement or help will help you regain calm and thus see everything more clearly. Metaphorically speaking, your vision and mind are about to expand and become clearer. You will be able to observe and reassess your current position, what you possess, where you are headed, and especially your true feelings and desires toward the goals ahead. All of these will become much clearer if you can take a step back and look at everything from a broader perspective. And if you think no one will come to help you, then writing all your thoughts down on paper is a very useful way to reconnect with yourself. Writing in a journal helps you see what is truly happening inside you. In fact, I myself have often written such things in my journal. Whenever I feel uneasy or anxious, I write extensively. Simply putting things into words starts to bring change. Some might wonder, how can just writing change anything? But to those who have tried and those who haven't, I want to say this: when you write about your current situation, you naturally gain clarity, as if you are truly facing it. Just writing it down makes a huge difference. Whether you jot notes in a physical notebook or use your phone's note app, either way works. But I feel that handwriting has a special effect. perhaps because it makes everything feel more real and clearer. And when you begin to write this way, the support from the woman I mentioned earlier, or valuable insights to help you overcome your current challenges, will naturally come to you. Especially if you are yearning for change, wanting to move beyond this phase, the right opportunities at the right time will appear. I have a favorite saying, impatience is the greatest trap. And truly, that is so true. When we feel anxious, we often fall into impatience without realizing it. But that's not wrong, because impatience and anxiety are necessary experiences that help you grow. So, you don't need to blame yourself for having felt that way. Simply recognizing that emotion and understanding why you feel it is already a step forward. Therefore, instead of trying to rush everything, perhaps you should allow yourself to rest a little, take a deep breath, and calmly reassess everything. In this reading, a very clear message emerges. From now on, things will become extremely positive. Especially around July, your financial luck will increase significantly. It's as if you are completely transforming, overcoming a challenging mountain, and moving toward a completely new version of yourself. You not only overcome but also move forward with a strong and radiant spirit. There is support, there are people always by your side, and you are the one who will conquer all to reach a new horizon wider than ever before. In love, everything is going wonderfully. In fact, it seems you are balancing love and other areas of your life very well. I even sense that your partner is the one who is deeply attached and devoted to you. But I want to dig a little deeper to see how you yourself are doing and what you are aiming for. Here, 2 cards appear, 3 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. This indicates that you are beginning to have many things you want to do. You will constantly generate ideas, goals, and things that excite you and that you want to experience. Like, I want to try this, and also that, oh, this looks fun too. Inspiring plans will keep appearing in your mind. You may start planning for the future, setting what you want to achieve, or experimenting with completely new things. The reason for this strong movement is because you have transformed. Having upgraded yourself and moved beyond the old phase, you now have more opportunities and greater desires to pursue what you love. Whenever you start something new, of course, money is always an essential factor. It may sound a bit practical, but it's true, even simple hobbies like fishing require equipment and investment. Whether it's golf or any other hobby, there are always certain costs involved. However, because you now have more desires and ideas, it shows that you already have the financial capacity to realize them. In other words, you are not only dreaming big, but you also possess the practical means to make those dreams come true. You are no longer limited by lack, but have truly stepped into a stage of abundance and prosperity. I sense that you are facing many choices, and precisely because so many good things are arriving at once, you may feel uncertain about which path to take. This once again confirms that your financial luck is truly on the rise. Especially around July, about 2 months from now, which is considered an extremely favorable time for you. Additionally, the appearance of the 3 of Pentacles clearly shows that you will be the central figure, the one playing the role of director, guide, or leader who coordinates others to execute a plan or project. This card often depicts someone giving directions while others collaborate to carry them out. In this reading, the feeling is very strong that you are the one holding that leading role. You will not be alone. Many people will stand by your side, ready to support, accompany, advise, discuss together, and overcome challenges as a team. You will not only have helpers but also those who see you as a pillar of support, someone they trust to collaborate with and build things together. When I look at your energy right now, I feel very excited. Hopefully I'm not too enthusiastic when saying this. But truly, you are someone deeply loved and admired. That radiates very clearly from your energy. Even though you have many things you want to do and many plans, the wonderful thing is that you continue to think, continue to upgrade yourself, and keep growing constantly, even after you have transformed and moved beyond the old phase. This proves that you never stop moving forward. You are not someone who remains a beginner forever, not the type to stay stuck in one place for too long. Even if you are new to a certain field, you are always progressing, always learning, always renewing yourself. That is what makes you special in the eyes of others, and it is also what I want to continue exploring from the perspective of those around you. Oh, it's truly wonderful. The energy of the reading shows that you have the ability to awaken passion in others. Simply being near you, people feel motivated and inspired, as if a spark of enthusiasm inside them is ignited. You are a person full of passion, and that energy spreads to those around you. They feel that just having you nearby encourages them to try harder, live more positively, and strive for more. Not only that, you also carry a mature, composed aura, but at the same time, you maintain a touch of innocence and purity that is very endearing. Yet, most people around you sense more strongly the beauty of your maturity. You possess an attraction that draws people in irresistibly, a type of person others want to look at, be near, and follow. Many secretly admire you, some even envy your poised beauty and mature charisma. Personally, I feel a little envy myself because I often appear more youthful or childish, while you radiate a captivating maturity. You are not only striking in appearance but also possess a sharp intelligence, an intelligence marked by courage and subtlety. You embody a blend of maturity, wisdom, and freshness, a pure and vibrant energy. It is this harmonious combination that creates a captivating image in the eyes of others, someone who is both profound and enchanting, while also making those around feel comfortable and at ease. What's truly special is that when people are near you, they feel revitalized, as if infused with positive energy that encourages them to move forward. I sense that you are like a source of vitamins. You bring positive energy that invigorates others, making them feel more alive, refreshed, and vibrant in your presence. At the same time, you are extremely intelligent, and once again, the image of vermouth emerges in the reading, alluring yet mysterious, a presence that commands respect and caution due to your uniquely powerful attraction. You carry an irresistible charm, a magnetic pull that draws in everyone regardless of gender. That energy is inherent within you, and now, it is awakening strongly, entering a phase of full bloom. As a result, many people will want to follow you, seek you out for advice, asking questions like, "What should I do?" Or "How should I handle this situation?" And naturally, you will become the one who offers guidance, calm, trustworthy, a true pathfinder leading the way. However, all of this is not a burden. The reading shows that you are not alone. You live in an environment of mutual support, with people ready to help and collaborate with you. The spirit of companionship and cooperation is very clear at this time. Even if you're reading these words and thinking, "I don't have such a mature or captivating aura," I want to tell you that you are preparing to undergo a transformation. You are shedding your old shell, breaking free from your current state to become a brighter, more attractive, and more confident version of yourself. Especially around July, your image will undergo a significant change. It won't be an immediate complete transformation, but you will begin to feel more grounded and naturally confident, a growth from within, a magnetic energy emerging from inside. Even if you currently feel lost, insecure, or lacking motivation, in the near future you will have many things you want to pursue. Ideas, inspiration, and aspirations will surge. You won't just be a participant, you will take a key role, becoming the center, the rhythm keeper for everything happening around you. What's wonderful is that you carry none of arrogance or domineering energy. Because the energy of the Three of Pentacles guides this entire reading, it represents collaboration and mutual support, not one-sided command. You hold a central role, but not to issue orders, rather to work together and build alongside others. It is precisely this attitude that naturally draws people to want to follow and accompany you. So, you can be completely at ease, you don't have to fight alone. You are not isolated. There are people ready to help you, people willing to support you. The reading also confirms that your dreams, the grand goals you are pursuing, are on the path to becoming reality. Some of you may even achieve these goals as soon as May, or in June or July. Especially by July, it's almost certain that you will have completed an important milestone. Then, instead of stopping, you will continue to have many new things you want to chase. In other words, you won't just accomplish your goals but will open up a series of new plans and directions, demonstrating your continuous growth. Moreover, financial luck is soaring, truly very strong. Driven by curiosity, I pulled an additional card to see specifically how much your financial fortune will increase from July onward, and the card that appeared is the Six of Wands, the card of victory. This is one of the most powerful cards affirming that you will achieve great success. Of course, the exact figure, like 6 times, is symbolic, but what the cards are telling you is this: you will earn income commensurate with what you believe you deserve. If you think just a 1.5 times increase from now is enough, then that is what you will get. But if inside you harbors bigger dreams, like "I want to double or triple," then your financial flow will align with those goals. In summary, the money and financial opportunities coming your way will not be limited, they depend entirely on your faith, your desires, and your vision. The more you believe you deserve it, the more good things will come to you. This truly is a very powerful time. Therefore, if you have ever set a specific goal, such as "I want to reach this level of income," today's reading affirms that you can absolutely achieve it. The victory card, the Six of Wands, clearly shows that you are on the path to success. You will seize the opportunity and claim your triumph. Honestly, this first spread is truly special. I have done many readings before, but rarely have I encountered one that feels so intense and clear. Even the image of transformation is something I seldom see in previous readings, almost never with such powerful energy. Not only is your financial situation flourishing, but in matters of the heart, the relationship between you and your partner is also reaching a wonderful balance, as represented by the Temperance card. You are maintaining harmony between love and personal life, between emotion and reason, between giving and receiving. What makes this possible is that you possess a heart full of compassion and love. The reading confirms that you have great emotional strength. Like a deep, abundant stream, you have the capacity to embrace and heal others. You are not someone who gives out of obligation or expectation, you give because your heart is already overflowing with affection, so much so that you want to spread, share, and uplift those around you. And in truth, to care for others and love them so deeply and selflessly, you must have an abundant flow of water, symbolizing emotions, kindness, and compassion. You carry a great deal of this within your heart. Whether it's warmth, attentive listening, or simply your presence, you naturally offer these to others with ease. However, sensing your energy right now, I also feel that perhaps you have grown accustomed to giving without asking for anything in return. It's possible that those around you, even your significant other, have received much from you, yet you have not truly learned how to give that back to yourself. You haven't fully allowed yourself enough love or genuine care in the way you care for others. The reading seems to gently remind you that you deserve to receive all these beautiful things, not only from others but also from yourself. Begin to pour that gentle stream inward, nourishing your own soul. Because when you are full, your light will shine even brighter. It can be said that your emotions have been bottled up for a very long time. I deeply sense that you are often very strict with yourself. You find it hard to relax, to allow yourself indulgence, and sometimes you even feel guilty for resting or rewarding yourself. Perhaps this is why your physical health has at times suffered, moments when your vitality declined or your spirit felt weighed down. Some of you may have cried so much that there were no tears left to shed. Those tears were not for anyone else but for yourself, because you have endured so much alone, carrying burdens without anyone to share them with. I sense that you have spent most of your time and energy caring for, supporting, and sacrificing for others, but have not received the same attention and love for yourself. It's not because you don't want to, but because you're so accustomed to putting others before yourself. And that's not a flaw, in fact, it's a quality truly worthy of respect. But now, this reading is sending you the message that it's time to turn back and love yourself. Just as you have devoted yourself to others, now offer that same care, gentleness, and forgiveness to yourself. I feel that the energy you radiate is like a small red underline. On the outside, you may still smile, remain strong, and be gentle, yet inside, you are wielding a whip against your own heart. Some have never even realized they are making things hard on themselves, to the point they don't even recognize their own endurance. What's special is that you are only this strict with yourself, never harsh toward others. So, I will draw an additional card to see how you can learn to rest, to hold yourself with kindness, and to let go without guilt. Because you deserve to heal. You deserve to be loved by yourself. The 4-leaf clover card appears as a gentle reminder that you can, and should, create small moments each day to treat yourself, even if they are very simple things. Make an effort, even if it means pushing yourself a little, to set aside time for something that brings you comfort and makes you feel cherished. The gift doesn't need to be grand. It could be a moment soaking in the bath if that pleases you. If not, it might be just a brief moment inhaling your favorite scent, a fragrance that brings you peace. Allow yourself moments that truly belong to you, to pause, to feel that you are alive. It could be a small pastry, a warm cup of tea, or simply a little quiet space. As long as you enjoy it, that alone is a gift. You don't need to spend an entire hour, just 5 or 10 minutes each day is enough to nurture your soul. The most important thing is to practice speaking to yourself with gentle kindness. Say things like, I did my best today, I accomplished more than I thought, or even if it's small, I completed my goal today. These words hold great healing power. Stop blaming yourself, stop using harsh words toward yourself. Try replacing them with recognition and love. And if you set a small goal, like waking up at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, when you achieve it, tell yourself, I did it. I'm really good. These little compliments you give yourself help you gradually heal and open your heart to yourself. You have always been dedicated to others, now, practice directing that dedication inward, to embrace yourself, to cherish your fragile yet resilient heart. Praising yourself and saying, "I'm capable," is also a wonderful way to nurture your soul. Small goals and simple achievements form the foundation for rebuilding self-trust. By accumulating these successes daily and consistently praising yourself, you will gradually transform your self-perception into a more positive one. For example, something as ordinary as deciding, "Today I will go to the supermarket and buy this and that," may seem trivial, but even that is an act showing you are moving toward your goals, fulfilling what you set out to do. That alone is enough to impress upon your brain that you are capable of achieving what you want. You can take action, you can reach your goals, and over time, this belief will deeply root itself in your subconscious as a powerful conviction. When you do this consistently, you will gradually realize, "Oh, I really can do it. I'm just as amazing as anyone else." This is not merely a feeling but a process well documented in psychology. By setting small goals and completing them, you create a chain of successful experiences for yourself. Each time, you gain more reasons to love yourself and believe more deeply in your abilities. Try practicing this, just a little each day. And remember to reward yourself, whether with a compliment, a favorite treat, a few minutes of rest, or anything that makes you feel recognized and valued. Finally, I drew a card to reveal your lucky color. The color that appeared is ripe apricot, a soft, gentle orange hue full of warmth. This color represents healing, love, and gentle vitality. If you can incorporate this color through your clothing, personal belongings, or even your living space, it will help boost your positive energy and soothe your soul daily. I realize this might come across a bit suddenly, but your lucky color is indeed ripe apricot. Truly, this color is stunning. The light orange mixed with hints of yellow creates a feeling of softness, warmth, and vibrant life. Not only ripe apricot, but shades of orange and yellow, especially lighter tones like pale yellow, golden orange, or sunflower hues, also suit you very well. You can bring these colors into your everyday life, choose a bouquet in orange and yellow tones, wear clothes in those shades, or simply pick scents with fresh notes of orange, tangerine, apricot. All of these will energize you, helping you feel lighter and more optimistic whenever your mood feels unsettled. These colors are not only symbols of luck but also represent healing and the rekindling of the light within you. When you feel tired or anxious, simply focusing your gaze on a gentle orange shade can be a subtle yet powerful form of self-care. And one more special thing, your lucky number is 9. This number carries a powerful meaning of positive endings, cleansing, and the spirit of letting go to enter a new cycle. Not only the number 9, but multiples of 3, such as 3, 6, or 33, are also auspicious for you. If you repeatedly see these numbers, for example, when the clock shows 3:33 or when you unexpectedly encounter the number 9 somewhere, consider it a sign. It is a message from the universe that you are entering a phase of purification and reorganization in your life, from which everything will begin to shift toward a better direction. The number 9 here also represents the process of clearing both external and internal clutter, as a signal that the more you release old burdens, the closer you move toward peace and radiance. You can take note of these as signs of positive transformation. These messages are very clear and practical, like gentle guidance the universe is sending you right now. I also drew another card to see what might be helpful if you start taking action, and the card that appeared is the scythe. The image of the scythe conveys a strong message about cleansing and reorganizing your life, not only in your surroundings but also within your inner self. Perhaps you are holding on to too many thoughts, or your emotions are piling up, making it difficult to see clearly what you truly want. Therefore, this is an ideal time to begin cleaning up. Try asking yourself, what do I really want? What are my true goals? Where do I want this relationship to go? How can I achieve that? The act of cleansing applies not only to the mind but is also highly recommended for your living environment. For example, you might start by organizing your desk, tidying up your study corner, or arranging the kitchen, any place you frequently use. This isn't just about neatness, it helps the flow of energy move more freely, making your spirit clearer and lighter. Personally, I tend to be quite messy, so it feels a bit awkward to say this, but I once experimented with organizing my tarot decks, and the results were surprisingly positive. When everything was clearly categorized, I could easily select the deck I wanted whenever I needed it. It not only saved time but also made me feel more in control of my own space. Therefore, you might try organizing the items you use daily, work tools, kitchen utensils, cosmetics, papers, or anything you often touch. When everything around you is arranged with intention, the flow inside you will also become more coherent and clear. From there, the things you desire will begin to take shape, not just in your thoughts but also in your actions and actual outcomes. These are practical steps you can apply right away, both as concrete actions and as small guiding principles on your life journey. Try them out and feel them in your own way. Finally, I would like to draw one more message, this time, a message coming directly from your person, meant for you. The card that appeared is the Knight of Pentacles, in reverse. Under this energy, your person wants to tell you that they are moving forward, step by step, and they are trying to cherish each of those steps. Although it may not be obvious, they truly want to come closer to you and genuinely want to change themselves because of you. The path they are on may be a long, slow detour, but they hold on to the hope that one day they will stand by your side, walking with you as someone worthy. In a previous reading, there was a sign indicating that this person would appear or come closer within a month. But now, they are feeling that they have gone too far around, having complicated things due to their own insecurities. They want to be with you, yet it's like someone standing before a bridge, rather than crossing. They keep tapping and testing each stone until the bridge itself begins to crack. They are aware of this and want to change. Your person wants to be a new version, a stronger, steadier version, before coming to you. They do not want to arrive in a state of weakness or hesitation. So even if you don't see anything clear right now, deep inside, they always hold the desire to one day walk beside you. They want to say, "Please wait for me a little longer. I'm learning to change. And though the journey may be slow, I am still moving toward you. I hope that when the time comes, we will meet, not in hesitation, but as two truly radiant versions of ourselves." Yes, I sense that this person has a very cautious nature, one who sets quite high standards for themselves. They are not the type to rush forward without careful thought, rather, they need time to consider and ensure that each step they take is solid and secure. Currently, their energy still carries a significant amount of insecurity. But above all, what stands out most is that they genuinely want to be by your side. No matter how winding or distant the path may be, they want to walk alongside you. They are sending you a message: "I want to be with you, and I'm willing to move slowly, but I will definitely come." I hope that anyone who feels this message resonates in their heart will open themselves to receive it. I will conclude the reading for those who chose option 1 here. If anything in this reading gently stirs your heart, please leave a message, even a small emoji, so I know the message has truly reached you. I always appreciate and look forward to your sharing, as it makes this journey more meaningful than ever. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Your companionship is a precious spiritual gift and the motivation for me to continue bringing sincere, profound readings that touch the heart. I wish you always have enough peace to listen to your inner voice and enough courage to move toward what truly belongs to you. See you in the next readings. Hello Pile 2. Thank you for your patience. Now, I will begin the reading dedicated to those who chose pile number 2. I hope this reading brings you healing, new insights, and moments filled with love. Let's now dive into the heart of the reading, what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you. The first central card is the Ten of Cups, positioned in the future. This is an incredibly wonderful card. The Ten of Cups represents complete happiness, harmony, family, deep emotional connection, and emotional stability. When this card appears in the future position, it indicates that your person is imagining, or may have already decided, that they want to be committed to you long-term. This could be a desire to heal and reconcile, to return to each other, or to take the next step, such as starting an official romantic relationship, or even moving toward marriage. The Justice card appears as the final outcome. This further clarifies that your person is thinking very seriously. They are carefully weighing an important decision. Justice is not a card of impulsive emotions but one of balance, responsibility, and integrity. This person seems to want to enter into a relationship with you responsibly, not just based on fleeting feelings, but because they have given it mature consideration. If you have been feeling tired, confused, or mentally burdened with worries, this reading is a very positive sign. Your person is turning towards you, wanting to build something lasting and meaningful together. They may wish to heal past conflicts between you, or to start fresh. And this intention is not just words but actions. The Justice card proves that they are thoughtfully deciding and genuinely acting on it. Additionally, the Ten of Swords reversed has also appeared. This signals recovery, stepping out of pain, and the end of a cycle of hurt to enter a phase of healing. Here, not just one but 2 reverse swords cards have shown up, which clearly indicates that your person no longer wants to be trapped in fear, doubt, or pain. They are striving to change, and they are turning their heart toward you. All these cards together speak one clear message: I want to be with you. I want to walk alongside you, not just today, but also into the future. Surely, there is still some lingering doubt in your heart. Will I truly reach a state of peace like that? Will I really arrive at a place where my heart feels safe and soothed? These questions are completely understandable, especially if you have just gone through a period of pain or are still in a moment filled with confusion and exhaustion. The Ten of Swords reversed, the symbol of pain and rebirth, also appeared. Even in its reverse state, it shows that past wounds are gradually healing. Perhaps you have recently experienced an emotional shock or a significant disappointment. This reverse card often indicates the period after the storm, when you have begun to regain your balance, even though things are not yet fully stable. If you still feel uneasy, with hidden waves of emotions beneath the surface, the message here is, everything will slowly settle. There is no need to force yourself to forget the pain immediately, just breathe and allow yourself to feel, because from now on, you are moving toward the light. Next, the Nine of Pentacles appears from your person's side, showing that they look at you with admiration. They sense that you are independent, valuable, and possess your own unique presence. But I want to clarify further, is your person seeing you as an ideal they cannot reach, or are they striving to rise up and become worthy of being by your side? To clarify this, I drew an additional card, the Tower. This card reveals that they have gone through or are currently entering a period of powerful transformation. This kind of change is unavoidable, a collapse from within, a forced awakening. When paired with the Nine of Pentacles, it means they are making efforts to restructure themselves. It might be a shock that made them realize they need to change their lifestyle, their way of thinking, and the way they love. Finally, when I delved deeper into this meaning, the Snake card appeared. Here, the snake does not carry a negative connotation but symbolizes shedding, transformation, and rebirth. This is a very powerful combination. The Tower plus the snake equals breaking down the old to be reborn anew. This shows that your person is in the process of reconstructing themselves, and you are the inspiration behind their transformation. You are not only someone they love but also someone who motivates them to become better, more worthy, and stronger. In summary, even if you still have doubts or worries, the overall energy of the reading is guiding you toward a path of stability and healing. As for your person, although they may not express it clearly yet, they are changing day by day, preparing to step toward you with their most sincere self. I sense that recently, your person has also gone through a difficult period filled with turmoil and heavy thoughts. They may have fallen into a state of stagnation or tension. The card depicting birds flying chaotically around clearly reflects this. Their environment is noisy and unstable. It could be due to work, social relationships, or even people around them who are prickly or exert pressure, causing them fatigue. They have had to strain themselves to cope with many challenges, not from one direction, but from multiple sides. And the clear feeling is that these pressures are not directly related to you. It seems these issues originate from within themselves and their own life, not from the connection between the two of you. Therefore, even if you feel your person is distant or less expressive, please don't worry too much, because they might be caught in a whirlwind of responsibilities and internal conflicts that they have yet to break free from themselves. However, to gain a clearer understanding of their current feelings toward you, I drew a card from the Romance Angels deck, a deck known for its direct and heartfelt emotional energy. The card slipped out naturally, as if wanting to be heard first, so I will receive its message. What I am certain of here is that, even though they are going through a chaotic period, their heart still holds you within. Though they may not show it openly and may feel exhausted, the love they have for you is what keeps them from falling apart. They might not yet have the capacity to fully express this to you, but quietly, they hold the image of you as a peaceful sanctuary in their soul. And that, though silent, is very real and very deep. Their feelings for you at this moment carry a great deal of thought and concern. In the reading's imagery, the man represents them, while the woman symbolizes you. What is clear is that this person has a strong desire to do something meaningful for you, to be part of your life, and to become someone significant to you. However, there is also an energy present that reveals they have been deeply uncertain. Am I truly the right person for her? Do I have what it takes to continue this emotional journey together? Perhaps they have heard words that cause them to lose confidence, whether from others or even from you unintentionally, and this has made them feel inadequate, unworthy, and incapable of taking full ownership of the relationship. The Child card appears as a sign that they are entering a phase of self-reflection. They are asking themselves, with who I am now, am I enough? Can I become the person she needs? This is a period of personal growth where they are facing their flaws, innocence, or past indecision in order to change. Next, the Moon card emerges, carrying a deep emotional energy, intuition, and profound love. The Moon also symbolizes silent love and the anxiety born from loving too much. It can be said that they truly love you, deeply love you, and precisely because of that love, they feel inadequate. They want to be better, stronger, and clearer, to be worthy of this love. Then the Rider card appears, representing the messenger, the doer. This shows that after all the doubts, they are gradually moving into action. Although initially driven by fear, they are now gathering courage to move forward, to come closer to you. They are making great efforts to show this, even if their pace is slower than you wish. However, I also clearly see something from your side, the Ten of Swords reversed, which indicates you have endured enough fatigue in waiting. Perhaps you silently wonder, if they think that way, why don't they act clearly, and feel somewhat disappointed because they have not yet truly stepped forward as you hoped. Nonetheless, your person is genuinely transforming. And if you can, hold on to your compassionate heart. Because although slow, sincere actions always arrive at the right time, and they are on their way toward you, carrying both love and a quietly ripening determination. Your person is currently holding a very clear mindset. They want to reorganize their life, whether it's their work, living environment, or mental state, in order to become someone worthy of your trust and reliance. In their mind, if they are not strong enough, if they lack the capacity to be your support, they won't be able to keep you by their side. There is a vague fear that if they are not stronger, you will no longer need them. On your side, the Fish card appears, and this is a very positive sign. However, it also carries several layers of meaning. You might be feeling overwhelmed by work or pressured financially, worried about income, future stability, savings, or expenses. The appearance of this card alongside the Ten of Swords reversed emphasizes that although you are gradually recovering, there remain some smoldering concerns within you that keep you from feeling fully at ease. When drawing further for clarification, the Lily card emerges. The lily represents maturity, dignity, and can also point to wounds from the past, especially related to relationships. Perhaps you have experienced connections that left you feeling hurt, judged, or your self-worth denied. Even though you are now trying to move beyond these, those memories still sometimes resurface, causing your heart to feel heavy. And once again, the Rider card, the messenger, appears for both you and your person. This reveals something very interesting and hopeful. Both of you are preparing to take action, gradually moving toward each other. It's not only your person who wants to prove themselves, but you are also beginning to open up, ready to receive, ready to allow yourself to trust again. The Rider carries the energy of initiative and serves as a message from the universe. It's time to start anew. Although each of you carries your own worries and wounds, you are both turning toward each other with hearts learning to heal, and learning to love again in a more mature and sincere way. I sense that, even though you still carry some inner struggles, the most prominent feeling is this: you no longer want to remain stuck in this state. Perhaps you once felt trapped in emotions and confusion, but now, you are beginning to feel a very clear desire: I want to step out of here. I want to change. I want to move toward a different place, one that is lighter and more positive. There may be a part of you silently longing for someone to come and help, a person to listen, a hand to pull you out of your weary days. Yet, there is also a part of you, despite the exhaustion, telling yourself, I must change on my own, I must stand up by myself. And just as that, when I drew the next card, the key appeared. This card is a powerful symbol of unlocking, solutions, and doors being opened. It means that you either have found a way out or are very close to discovering a new path for yourself. The worries and sorrows are gradually easing. Your energy is no longer being drowned as before but is rising, emerging, and moving toward the light. Once again, the Rider card appears, but this time depicting a woman riding forward. This feels like a confirmation. Perhaps you have truly begun to take action or have proactively done something, even possibly being the one who opened your heart or made the first move toward them. And if you haven't taken action yet, at least you have found a guiding light within, through advice, a conversation, a reading like this, or an inner awakening. You may not have spoken it aloud, but your mind and heart have begun to change. You might still be quietly exploring your feelings, yet you are no longer stuck in the same place. You have started moving forward. However, the distance between you and your person remains somewhat elusive. So, I will continue drawing cards to clarify the current energy between you two. Is that distance actually closing, or is there still a gap yet to be filled? Where are they and you looking at each other from? All of this will become clearer in the next part of the reading. The Seven of Cups has appeared, and although this card often relates to hesitation, imagination, and dreams, in this reading, the energy it brings is very special. I clearly feel one thing: energetically, you and your person are very close to each other. Even if, in reality, you are physically apart, whether by geography, circumstances, or the state of your relationship, the sense of connection between you is incredibly vivid. In fact, it feels almost as if you are right beside each other. The card depicts two people sharing a deeply emotional kiss, a feeling of attachment and intimacy, as if they cannot be separated. For you, perhaps you are still preoccupied with life, work, future goals, or personal worries, but precisely at the moment you want to focus on yourself, the image of your person keeps appearing. Some of you might feel, I want to step back to think clearly, to focus on my career and my own journey, but why does that person keep lingering in my mind? That feeling is not a sign of weakness, but because the connection between you two is very strong. On their side, it is similar. Whether working or at night, they are thinking of you. It may be longing, torment, or an urge to be near and to reach out. The energy of the card suggests two souls facing each other on an invisible plane of connection, even without words. And when I drew additional cards for clarification, once again, the energy that emerged was closeness, not just emotional closeness but as if both of you are gradually moving toward each other, naturally drawing near. The feeling here is no longer a distant, vague love lingering in the mind, but a clear presence. You sense them as if they are right beside you, as if you could reach out and touch them. They may remain silent or have yet to express anything concrete, but the energy they send toward you is strong and genuine. You might not see them coming closer, but they are there. Not gone. Not letting go. And unable to stop thinking about you. It's a kind of love that is silent yet profoundly clear, etched deeply into every moment, every beat of emotion. I drew another card, the Mountain. Paired with the rods, this clearly shows that your person is truly very close to you, emotionally, energetically, and in soul connection, but there remains an invisible obstacle between you, something like a wall that prevents this connection from moving forward in a clear, tangible way. The appearance of the moon further confirms that this person has very deep feelings for you. Indeed, it can be called love. Not just gentle love, but a love that carries admiration, longing, and intense attraction. Yet alongside this, there is insecurity and a lack of confidence that cause them to take a step back, watching from afar rather than moving closer. They may be feeling, if I step forward, will I disturb her? Will I disrupt her life? Will I become something that makes it hard for her to focus or find peace? Because of this feeling, they both want to come closer and yet fear that their presence might add to your exhaustion. From your side, you might have felt the same way. This person is always present in your mind, even when you're trying to focus on work or your own life. They are like a recurring note, not loud enough to be fully heard, but never completely silent. Sometimes you might feel they disrupt your inner flow, even though they say or do nothing at all. However, the Justice and Ten of Cups cards appearing in the outcome convey a very different message. They will take action. They will move forward. But because their energy is clouded by hesitation and self-doubt, that action might come gently, unclearly, or even indirectly, making it hard for you to notice. The Coffin card has also appeared, giving you or them the feeling that this relationship is dead or stuck in a prolonged pause. But no, the Clover card arrives like an unexpected ray of light, signaling that what you perceive as an ending is actually just a quiet moment before something better. It's also possible that you view them as someone distant, someone you admire, or someone you hesitate to approach because you believe they give equal attention to everyone. Perhaps you have wondered, am I special in their eyes? The answer is yes. Not only are you special, but you are also a powerful, silent motivation that inspires them to change and overcome their own barriers in order to come closer. They are not gone. They are there, very near, but still learning how to approach with a heart strong and worthy enough. Perhaps in the past, you felt that they didn't treat you as truly special. Even though they said words that reassured you and always maintained a gentle attitude, their behavior made you wonder, are these words meant only for me? Or do they say the same things to others? That feeling is like standing inside a circle where everyone is treated equally, but lacking privacy and the sense of being unique. The Clouds card appears, clearly reflecting this turbulent emotion, moments of hope mixed with doubt. It feels like emotional waves rising and falling, never truly stable. Sometimes you feel cared for, but at other times you question, am I deceiving myself? This very uncertainty exhausts you and keeps your heart on guard. This state seems to have lasted for some time, leaving you drained because you don't truly know what the other person thinks or feels. They speak kindly but don't show a clear direction or take a definite step toward you. And it seems you have wondered, are these words truly meant for me? Or are they simply things they easily say to anyone? The Justice card has appeared as a promise that clarity will come. The truth will be revealed, and vague emotions will gradually be resolved through concrete actions. At the same time, the Tower card signals that a shock, a major change, or a turning point is about to occur that will allow you to see the true nature of this connection. Although your person does not openly express their feelings, the Moon and Rider cards show that they deeply desire your attention. They want you to see them and understand that beneath their silence lies something sincere. Even if they don't yet know how to show it, and their actions may be slow, in their heart is a wish to draw you closer. In fact, the energy from the Rider suggests that you might have been the one to approach them first, the one who initiated the connection, who gave them warmth and made them begin to hope for something deeper. And that is the Real foundation, not empty words, but a silent stirring that causes a guarded heart to slowly learn to open. They may not speak clearly or act quickly, but they are waiting, and hoping, that you will still look their way, still trust them, still be there. Because in truth, you have never been like everyone else in their heart. You are the one who confuses them the most, and the only person they never want to lose. Even though their feelings for you are real, they carry shame and insecurity within. The appearance of the snake along with the Tower reveals that deep inside, many wounds remain unhealed, old memories that make them fearful of moving straightforwardly toward you. They fear rejection, fear being hurt again, and worry that expressing their feelings openly might shatter the fragile balance they are holding onto. Because of this, although they silently hope that you will be the one to take the first step, to speak up, to give them a signal, they themselves dare not clearly show that you are special to them. Sometimes you may feel as if they are playing a game of hiding their feelings or trying to maintain balance with everyone, leaving you uncertain about your true place in their life. This lack of clarity puts you into a state of doubt and exhaustion, making you want to let go and focus on yourself rather than remain stuck in a relationship without a clear shape. Yet strangely, they are always there with you, present in some way, as if they don't want you to forget them, but also lack the courage to hold you close. So, in the end, what does this person truly want? The first card I drew reveals something very clear: recovery, the strength to heal and bounce back. Their ambiguous or indecisive actions come from a deep desire to heal, to feel safe enough to love again. Perhaps they have been broken before. Maybe they have lost someone and since then have hesitated to love wholeheartedly. They do not want to repeat past mistakes. They see you as something precious, yet too fragile to approach hastily. I then drew an oracle card, which appeared with the message, "I only want to watch over you." This is not only what your person wants to say to you but also the voice of your own heart. I just want them to give their attention solely to me, to be the only one in their gaze. You are not asking for too much, you simply need to feel recognized as special, as the one and only, not placed on the same scale with anyone else. In truth, both of you are longing for this from each other. You want them to look directly at you, without avoidance. They wish for you to take the initiative because they themselves lack the courage to overcome their fears. In summary, your person is not indifferent. They observe you, think of you, and hope to one day be strong enough to say, "You are the only one." But right now, the healing, both in them and in you, is the foundation upon which the two of you can truly meet, with full sincerity and no more evasion. Carrying so many emotions causes them to act ambiguously, which easily throws you into confusion. Sometimes they come very close, making you think they are ready to open their heart, but then suddenly they withdraw, disappear, or fall silent without explanation. In this way, you are caught in a cycle full of contradictions. Sometimes you feel the love clearly, other times you don't know what they are thinking or wanting. This makes you feel deeply unsettled, because it feels like a psychological game. And indeed, the energy from the reading shows that a part of them tends to test your heart, wanting you to feel insecure, to wait, to think about them more. It may not be a consciously deliberate act but stems from a very instinctive desire. I want to know where I stand in her heart. And why do they act this way? I drew another card and received the ring, a clear symbol of destined commitment and an inseparable connection. Your person feels that you belong to them, that you are an indispensable part of their life. They may have even thought about a long-term bond or sense you as a soulmate, a destined piece of their puzzle. However, because their feelings are so deep and genuine, they don't know how to behave properly. They fear that if they reveal everything, they might lose you. Lacking the confidence to approach you directly, they choose to maintain the connection quietly, taking subtle, meaningful steps. What matters most is that they do not want to lose you. They truly want to stay by your side. They want to become a part of your daily life, just as you have gradually become a habit in their mind. The Clover card appeared twice, affirming that you are the hope and the luck they don't want to lose. Especially, the reading shows that this ambiguous, suspended state will not last forever. With the appearance of the Justice card, the story between you two will gradually become clear. True feelings, genuine desires, and authentic connection will come to light. No more hidden games. No more hesitant steps filled with uncertainty. They will have to choose between fear and sincerity. The reading shows they are leaning toward action, slowly but sincerely. Because after all the rounds of avoidance, they still whisper in their heart, I don't want to be apart from her. I just want to be with her, forever. Everything will eventually resolve decisively, but at this moment, it seems this is what makes you uneasy or at least feel pulled along, feeling insecure not knowing if you are being emotionally swayed or controlled by the other person. That energy is clearly present in the reading. So now, I want to draw another card to understand why everything is moving toward a clear decision, why the ambiguity will end, and why such a definite resolution is beginning to emerge. It seems that what is forcing your person to be more serious, to make a decision, or to carry a heavy sense of responsibility is something that has fallen into their life like a sudden weight. It's as if a powerful emotion or a situation compels them to bear responsibility and confront something they cannot avoid. It could be anger, a duty, or an unexpected blow, but clearly, they are shouldering something heavy pressing down on their shoulders. I want to know exactly what has happened to them, so I will draw a card to find out. The card that appears is the Empress, but reversed. This reveals a very deep feeling, perhaps they have felt unloved or undeserving of love anymore. They may feel that if things continue as they are, they will never be loved by you again. Next, the Sun card appears. This card usually represents radiance, hope, faith, and the light of love. But here, the accompanying feeling is, if I continue like this, I will never attain that light, never make you look back at me. In summary, this person is experiencing self-blame and insecurity, feeling that they are not good enough and that you will stop loving them unless they change. This has sparked an urgent sense within them, a fear of losing you, and from that, responsibility, pressure, and inner turmoil begin to surface. This person has begun to contemplate the true meaning of loving someone, questions like, what is love, what does it truly mean to cherish someone, and how to genuinely keep someone in your heart. It feels as though they are entering a philosophical phase of reflection, where they sincerely ask themselves, what does it really mean to love someone? What's special is that this transformation brings you a deep warmth. It carries the energy of the sun, a symbol of brightness, hope, and warmth. So what has led them to this way of thinking? It seems the reason is very profound. When I drew another card, the image of the snake appeared. This card had shown up before as well, indicating that this is a matter they are deeply struggling with within themselves. Alongside the snake are the Nine of Pentacles and the Tower, a combination that speaks to inner reflection. The content of this self-reflection seems to revolve around the theme of self-love, the kind of love for one's inner self or loving oneself. Perhaps this stems from childhood wounds or old scars that make it difficult for them to truly love another person. Or it could be fears and insecurities in love that they hadn't fully realized until now, but which have quietly accumulated within them for a long time. They also once cared too much about how others perceived them, and because of that, their attitude toward you may have been filled with insecurity, dishonesty, or a lack of sincerity. Perhaps they acted in ways that made you feel something was off, out of sync, and now they recognize that too. Deep inside, they hold a very strong desire to be loved. There is nothing wrong with that, it is a natural human need, but perhaps that longing became so intense that it caused them to act out of balance. Since then, this person has been forced to face themselves, reflecting on who they are, their character, and how they have approached love. They realize they need to change, to grow more mature in how they love and express their feelings. Although their contemplation is not limited solely to the concept of self-love, it is clear that they are thinking very seriously about themselves, about how they live and love, in a deeper way than ever before. It seems all of this has come upon them quite powerfully, compelling deep thought, almost as if they say, I have thought a lot. Very, very much. Such emotions can come to anyone. They are not bad at all. On the contrary, being able to face and deeply reflect on oneself is something truly worthy of respect. This person seems genuinely troubled by questions like, what does it mean to love someone? What does it mean to be loved? How should love be truly lived? Perhaps they have not been skilled in love or felt confused whenever entering a relationship. But now, they want to change that, they want to truly understand and transform. Then, the Sun card appears, this is extremely positive. The appearance of this card serves as a confirmation, something beautiful, equivalent to the Sun in tarot, is approaching. This means a genuinely positive turning point is unfolding, especially as this person has faced, delved into, and reached the depths of their inner self. As mentioned before, they have pondered philosophical concepts, self-love, and human psychology. They have had inner dialogues, have examined themselves, and now they want to restart, to renew themselves and begin again. Therefore, the appearance of the coffin card is very timely, a symbol of the end of an old cycle making way for rebirth. Alongside it is the mountain, representing the confrontation with oneself, challenges, and the inner darkness. After everything, this person is preparing to return, in a renewed version, fundamentally transformed. And the most important thing is, they are always thinking of you. Always. They are with you, in a certain sense, in their mind, their thoughts, in every emotion they are holding as they prepare for their journey back. Even though you are apart, this person constantly thinks of you. And if you are the one watching this reading while you are still together, whether as lovers, partners, or dating, the answer remains the same: they never stop thinking about you. Perhaps they quietly follow you through their phone, silently gathering information about you, or quietly confronting their own emotions and personality. They are in a phase of self-reflection, introspection, and healing. And this is becoming clearer and more illuminated, helping them gradually break free from their old state, as if overcoming a kind of psychological trauma. From there, they are moving closer to you. In fact, the cards clearly reveal a very beautiful vision for the future, the image of the Ten of Cups, the card of complete happiness, home, and fulfilled emotions. And that is why the Child card appears, not only referring to children in the literal sense but also symbolizing maturity, new steps forward, and growth in love. This person is changing little by little through their connection with you. Being with you, loving you, and sharing this journey has become a significant process of learning and development for them. By facing themselves honestly, they are gradually stepping out of the past, breaking free from old barriers, and moving toward you. The Ten of Cups serves as a promise from the future. This is a journey leading to complete happiness. Everything will become clearer, lighter, and you will witness the fruition of all the waiting. Finally, to better understand when this person will emerge from their current phase, I will draw a card to find a rough time frame. Of course, this time frame is only for reference. If you feel uncomfortable hearing about specific timing, please receive it as gentle guidance from the universe rather than a strict limitation. When asking about the moment this person will overcome their current phase, the number 13 appears repeatedly, which is quite striking. The King of Cups, King of Pentacles, and King of Wands all carry the number 13. I shuffled the deck thoroughly, and this deck has been used many times before, so this result carries strong authenticity. The recurring appearance of the number 13 is a powerful sign. Therefore, it is highly likely that the 13th day within the next 3 months will be an important milestone. This may be the day your person officially overcomes their inner struggles, completes their transformation, and steps into a new phase. Consider this as an important reference point. And once your person overcomes this phase, the energy of the Ten of Cups indicates that both of you will enter a time of complete happiness. I drew another card to see what state you both will be in at that moment, and the card that appeared is number 22, a symbol of deep connection. This card also bears the phrase, implying that despite many challenges, you both find each other again, reconnect, and build a shared future together. This is the final card in the Oracle deck from 0 to 22, a firm affirmation of a positive outcome and a destined reunion. If the word marriage feels a bit sensitive, that's perfectly okay, because the energy here clearly speaks of a profound, trustworthy, and long-lasting bond. You could call it a sacred relationship, a true life partner. And do you remember, the Ring card had appeared earlier? Everything is gradually coming together, as if the pieces are quietly aligning, leading to a sacred bond, a significant commitment, and eternal love. The Ten of Cups shows the image of 10 overflowing cups, indicating that you will share very private, very special moments reserved just for each other. It feels as though you both finally have moments apart from the world, belonging only to one another. The energy in this reading is so strong and clear that even I feel overwhelmed, as if a powerful wave is rippling through the cards. One could say that if in the past you faced obstacles, such as interference from outsiders, unfavorable circumstances, or internal barriers, now all of that has been overcome. It feels as though you have both crossed turbulent waters and are now in a peaceful place, one where only the two of you exist. Even when the waves were once the turbulent emotions of your person, the things that unsettled them and caused the relationship to lose its rhythm, now, all of that is gradually settling down. Everything is stabilizing, becoming much gentler and more peaceful than before. To understand more clearly, I drew additional cards to see the feelings of each of you in this moment, your emotions and theirs. The card reflecting your feelings clearly shows that you are experiencing stability and reassurance. Within you is a sigh of relief, a sensation of it's finally good, as if at last you can trust, relax, and allow this love to blossom without the previous worries. Moreover, the number 22 card appears once again, a symbol of faith, connection, and a completely new, solid, and reliable beginning. As for your person's feelings, the card that appeared carries a message of soul cleansing, a profound purification. They have truly overcome themselves, confronted their most intense inner conflicts. The image of the coffin appears again, as a strong reminder that they once struggled with deep pain, at times feeling trapped within their own darkness. But now, they have overcome it. They are stepping forward with a clearer, lighter soul, ready to love in a healthier and more complete way than ever before. This transformation is within themselves. Your person was once caught in a profound inner conflict, a struggle between the deepest parts of their being. But now, they have broken free from that. They are returning with a more peaceful mindset, no longer weighed down by worries, insecurities, or lack of confidence as before. Not dirty in the literal sense, but rather the dark patches in their soul, the doubts, shame, and unhealed emotions, have all been cleansed. They come to you in an emotionally pure state, like someone who has overcome their inner knots and now carries a sense of calm. At the same time, I sense that autumn will be a very powerful period. Since it is currently May, autumn means around September, within the next 4 months. Although it might seem far away, the energy the card conveys shows this is a particularly important, decisive phase. It could mark entering a formal relationship, living together, or making a deeper commitment between you. However, this does not mean that nothing will happen between now and then. In fact, as mentioned earlier, signs indicate that something significant will occur within the next 3 months, especially on days involving the number 13. Therefore, changes will happen steadily, not only waiting until autumn. To clarify further, I drew cards for each of the upcoming 4 months to see how your journey will unfold. In the first month, the Lily card appears, a symbol of understanding, empathy, and mutual acceptance. It seems this will be a phase when you both truly open your hearts, accept each other's true selves, and begin to deepen your understanding of one another. In the second month, the energy continues to develop positively. It feels like a clear emotional progress will take place. In the third month, the image of the full moon appears, radiant and filled with deep emotion. This may mark an important moment, a heartfelt conversation, or a special spiritual connection between you two. And in the fourth month, right around autumn, the Garden card emerges. This card represents gathering, meeting, public connection, and even a clear social shift, such as introducing each other to family, making the relationship public, or living together. Overall, the next 4 months depict a beautiful journey, beginning with openness, moving through deep emotional phases, and culminating in bonding, public acknowledgement, and stepping out into the world together. It is a very natural but profoundly sacred process approaching for both of you. You will also have time to release worries, painful situations, or suffocating emotions that once weighed heavily on you. Likewise, your person is undergoing a similar experience, both of you entering the phase described earlier by the Coffin card, a necessary pause to accept your true selves, let go of the old, and begin the healing process. The second month holds particularly strong energy. It could be a reunion, a fateful meeting, or at least a genuine opportunity to reconnect. It feels as though you will receive confirmation that yes, they have always been thinking of you, and between you, gentle romantic moments and clearer emotions may arise. A tender intimacy, a rekindled trust. Feelings that once seemed distant will have the chance to draw closer than ever before. In the third month, with the appearance of the Tower card, it's possible that both of you will be busy with work or personal matters, resulting in less time spent together. However, this does not carry a negative energy, it's simply a necessary pause to continue tending to your individual lives. A bit of busyness, but it won't dim the emotions between you. Then, in the fourth month, the Garden card appears, indicating more opportunities for meetings and expanding connections. In the context of love, this card speaks of concrete and clear opportunities. You and your person may see each other more often, spend more time together, and even begin deeper progressions in the relationship. This phase represents a significant development, possibly making the relationship public or moving into a more solid stage. It's important to note that the second month is special not only for its clear emotional connection but also because of the appearance of the Tree card, a symbol of life, growth, and sustainable nurturing. This card shows that what unfolds in the second month will serve as an important foundation for your future together. This is the period when both of you will truly feel that you are growing together in this love, moving toward each other with sincerity and depth. The Tower card in the first month, as mentioned, represents facing oneself, confronting inner limits and surrounding circumstances. This is the time for both of you to self-reflect, accept yourselves, and embrace each other's imperfections. And everything that unfolds, whether moments of silence or transitions, comes from the truth that both of you are always thinking of each other, always holding a very special place in each other's hearts. Remember the days marked by the number 13 as a sign from the universe, because on those days, unexpected doors may open. The Lily card expresses a feeling that is very pure and innocent, the energy of authenticity, sincerity, and accepting each other's true selves without embellishment or concealment. The time you both are sharing is a gift, a period for healing, for understanding yourselves and each other more deeply. It is a precious time for both of you, as it helps each person grow emotionally and gain clearer insight into this connection. The second month carries a particularly strong energy. It feels as though you will have the chance to meet, or at least reconnect more clearly. It could be a true reunion, or simply a moment when both of you suddenly realize, they are thinking of me, just as I have always thought of them. Perhaps they find themselves quietly sitting during some part of the day, wondering, what are you doing right now? Or, what did you really mean by that thing you said? They become thoughtful, emotional, a little nostalgic and somewhat romantic, like entering a sensitive state. Even when busy with daily tasks at work, they cannot stop thinking about you. The Eight of Pentacles appears, showing that they are still trying to focus on work, but in their mind, only your image remains. Not only your person but you as well are gradually falling into this lake of emotions. Both of you seem to be sinking deeply into feelings, as if entering a place with no way out, but it is a place filled with gentle emotions and strong connection. The second month is truly special. It is the time when you are drawn to each other by the depth and sincerity within each heart. By the third month, the Birds and Work cards appear, signaling a somewhat busier period. Both of you may be occupied with abundant information, tasks, and social interactions. The atmosphere becomes hurried, and each must manage their work and personal matters independently. While not negative, this phase might mean less time spent together, a bit of busyness, a bit of distraction. However, this is only temporary, a necessary shift for personal lives to stabilize before moving on to deeper stages. Overall, your journey continues on a clear path, from healing and understanding, to strong connection, then through busy phases while maintaining emotions. All of this is leading to something solid and full of hope. In the fourth month, a very clear development emerges. You will be able to open your hearts to each other, becoming more open and deeply understanding one another. You might hear words like, "So you've always thought of me that way," or "I didn't realize you cherished me so much." Things that both of you have kept inside, unable to express in previous months, now seem ready to be shared honestly. A true resonance is unfolding. While the second month featured some gentle emotional gestures that sparked feelings, by the fourth month, the sense of safety and trust will be much more firmly established. Both of you will not only feel the love but also experience trust, sincerity, and the feeling of being truly loved and understood. The doubts from the first month, the questions like, am I truly in love with this person? Or do they really think of me, all appear to be resolved during this phase. Two hearts can genuinely find each other in understanding and certainty. That is why the Ten of Cups, the symbol of complete happiness and fulfilling emotional life, appears with such meaningful presence. Moreover, the Oracle card that recently appeared, which is very rare, is now here as a clear sign that you are becoming an exceptionally special couple, full of potential and light. This truly is a brilliant and precious stage. However, alongside this comes advice from the Queen of Swords, a woman reclining peacefully and calmly, no longer burdened by overthinking or internal struggles. This card sends a message: you don't need to overanalyze. Let things unfold naturally. Yet, I also understand that there are moments when, even knowing you should let go, your mind continues to race. There are times when, despite knowing not to worry, emotions still surge and cause unrest. So, the message here is not to stop thinking entirely, but to allow yourself rest whenever possible. When you feel overwhelmed, gently remind yourself, you don't have to solve everything right now. The card tells you that peace is approaching, and you don't need to strain yourself to grasp it. Simply let things flow naturally, and you will see what you hope for gradually manifest in your hands. The Bear and the Birds cards clearly show that someone is watching over you, silently protecting and supporting you, even when you don't realize it. Even if you think no one like that exists in your life, the energy from these cards affirms, there is. Someone, or some form of energy, is truly by your side, offering you steady support and safety, so you are not alone. Along with this comes a very important message: you no longer need to suppress yourself. Don't force yourself to endure silently or always please others. The Sun card appears right afterward, like a bursting ray of light, emphasizing that you have the right to live authentically with your emotions, to express what you think and want without hiding or covering anything up. Whether it's about romantic relationships or social, work, or friendships, if you often find yourself wondering, will saying this make people dislike me? Or could this be misunderstood? Then that very fear is trapping you, fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of not being loved. You seem to be someone very careful with words, always thinking before speaking, constantly trying to choose expressions that won't hurt anyone. That is a commendable and profound quality, yet because of it, you tend to endure too much and remain silent for too long. The card tells you that you don't have to be like that forever. You can absolutely be yourself, with all your emotions, your anger, your sadness, your desire to be heard and understood. Allow yourself to be open, to speak what you truly think. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to always be proper. Of course, this isn't easy. It's truly hard to overcome the fear that, if I speak honestly, will they be hurt? If I am straightforward, will things get worse? But you don't have to carry that burden forever. The universe is sending you a message. It's time for you to live authentically, and the miracle is, when you do, you will attract relationships that are just as genuine. Those who truly love you will not leave just because you dare to speak the truth. On the contrary, they will cherish you even more, because you dared to believe in your own light. Perhaps you are someone who always thinks of others' feelings first. You fear hurting others, fear being misunderstood, or worry that if you speak your mind, the other person will see you differently. At times, this lack of confidence keeps you from expressing what's truly in your heart. If this resonates with you, then this is the message the cards are conveying. The Garden card clearly shows that from now on, your network of relationships will begin to expand. Whether in work or personal life, you will meet more people, have more interactions, and build more connections. And right at this moment, the important message is, don't lock yourself away in silence. Don't let hesitation suppress what you really want to say. Try opening your heart, try expressing yourself more. That said, I understand that sometimes, even advice like this is not easy to follow. When you can't find the words, when you are still struggling to get through each day, expressing yourself can feel like a pressure. That's why I drew another card to ask, what if you can't speak out? Does that mean you're wrong? The Mountain card appears, as a nod of understanding. If you're not ready, simply observe. Just be present, just exist. Quietly listen to yourself. Just breathe. No one is forcing you to break every limit in a single day. Everything has its own timing. Then something wonderful happens, both the moon and the sun appear together. This carries a profoundly beautiful meaning. You embody both energies, the gentle, deep emotions of the moon and the radiant, authentic light of the sun. Whether you choose silence or to speak up, you always shine in your own unique way. You possess the allure of the High Priestess, a person who perceives everything with calmness and caution, someone who can stand from a higher perspective to observe the whole picture without getting swept up in chaos. You have subtlety, wisdom, and an inner strength that draws others to you effortlessly, even when you don't try. And if one day you want to speak out what you've been holding inside, say it. You absolutely can do that. But if you prefer to keep it to yourself, that's perfectly okay too. Whether you choose light or shadow, silence or words, you always carry a unique charm, a beauty all your own. You don't need to try to become someone else because you, as you are already worthy of love. You embody both softness and strength, tenderness and sharpness. That's why you possess both kinds of allure. Whether you remain silent or speak up, you shine in your own special way. If you don't feel ready to speak yet, that's completely fine. But if you can, or feel ready to share your true thoughts and feelings, that is even more wonderful, because in doing so, you not only attract attention and love but also expand many other relationships. You won't just be loved romantically but also cherished, noticed, and embraced by many around you in your social circles. However, the most important thing is, you don't have to force yourself. Whenever you feel unable, when you feel not ready to open your heart, even that silence carries a very special attraction. It is a mysterious charm that invites curiosity, a longing to be explored and approached. If this advice feels uncomfortable to you, if you find that opening up too much isn't your style, that's completely okay. Consider it simply as a gentle suggestion, not something you must do. Especially if you've been hurt in past relationships or tend to feel anxious about potential conflicts. In such cases, maintaining a healthy distance and protecting your inner self is a choice that deserves respect. What's wonderful is that your person is also drawn to precisely that aspect of you. They sense both your yang energy, the active, open, strong side, and your yin energy, the understanding, deep, intuitive part. They see in you a balance between masculinity and femininity, between logic and emotion, between softness and strength. That is what makes you special, and very attractive in their eyes. So the advice is this: you don't need to force yourself to express anything. When you feel ready, show it. When you're not ready, allow yourself the silence. Whether in love or in life, you always radiate a unique charm precisely because you embody a harmony of valuable qualities. And when asked how this advice relates to love, the message is clear: the way you express yourself in social relationships reflects very clearly how you live in love. When you allow yourself to be authentic, dare to speak your mind, or calmly choose silence when needed, you are nurturing a healthy love, a lasting connection. Your love does not come from strain or pretense but from genuine resonance. And that is what draws your person ever closer to you, step by step. The card of effort and success appears as a powerful affirmation that you are someone who has been and continues to strive tirelessly, not only in love but also throughout your life journey. When asked how this relates to your romantic life, what emerges is that you are likely a person who is serious, sincere, and rich in inner strength, and it is precisely this that makes you shine in a uniquely special way. The sense here is clear: you are becoming more radiant and attractive, not because you strive for perfection, but because your experiences, wounds, and efforts have forged the version of yourself today, strong yet gentle, resilient yet deeply emotional. Notably, the garnet stone, the symbol of passion, deep love, and abundant life energy, appears at the center of your energy. It shows you are entering a phase where your natural magnetism radiates outward, deeply drawing your person, and those around you, toward you. This attraction is effortless. It is the result of a life journey filled with courage and determination. What does this mean for your love life? It's very clear: your person will be increasingly captivated by you, feeling that you shine brighter than ever before, and the more they look at you, the harder it becomes to look away. They are drawn not only by your appearance but by the energy you carry, the energy of someone who has overcome many challenges and now emits their own unique light. Furthermore, the color red, present both in your choices and the card, symbolizes passion, fiery love, and also courage and commitment. It represents a spirit strengthened through trials, and the flame of emotion burning within you. The card reveals that you, with all you have strived for and built over time, are becoming an upgraded, captivating version of yourself, and your person cannot help but notice this. They will want to come closer, to be with you more often, and in their eyes, you are no longer someone easy to overlook, you are someone who makes their heart beat fiercely. The more they understand you, the more deeply captivated they become. Accept this message as a confirmation: you don't need to do much more, you have been and continue to be yourself, and that is the most wonderful thing. Every effort you've made, all the patience you've shown in overcoming challenges, is now crystallizing into an aura that irresistibly draws others in. Love, admiration, and appreciation, all these things are naturally and rightfully coming your way. The card shows that you are entering the most radiant phase of your energy, a time when your magnetism, inner beauty, and unique light shine powerfully. Therefore, I feel compelled to ask further about your lucky colors, lucky numbers, and other things you can pay attention to in order to best harness this energy. First, your lucky color, the card indicates white. A pure, bright hue representing cleansing, new beginnings, and gentle protection. White here is not only a symbol of simple yet elegant beauty but also a message about freeing your mind. Perhaps recently you've been overthinking, weighing many considerations, burdening your mind heavily. The card advises that you actively create truly empty moments: no thinking, no analyzing, no searching for solutions, simply breathing and resting. This is not easy, but it is the way to replenish your inner energy. You might meditate, or simply spend a few minutes each day doing nothing at all. The image of a feather appears as a symbol of lightness and grace, a gentle reminder that you don't need to carry all your worries on your shoulders. You might place a feather symbol where you often see it as a soft reminder of this truth. Next is the lucky number, and interestingly, once again, the number 13 appears. This number has repeatedly shown up throughout the reading, and now it is confirmed yet again. The number 13 carries the energy of profound transformation, a kind of rebirth, a fateful turning point. It is not an unlucky number as commonly believed, but rather a symbol of great change, of stepping through darkness to reach true light. Pay close attention to days marked by the number 13, these could be moments when significant shifts occur or the time when you need to make an important decision. Overall, the reading delivers a very clear message: you are on a journey toward becoming your brightest, most radiant self. You don't need to force anything or prove anything. It is your authenticity, your life experience, and the light from your heart that create everything. Remember, white is for purification and rest. The number 13 is for transformation and marking milestones. And you are the one blooming most brilliantly at this very moment. I asked why the number 13 keeps appearing, called your lucky number, and drew a card to clarify. The message received was, memories, the beauty of things past. It's possible that you have gone through experiences that deeply wounded your heart, such as feelings of betrayal, denial, misunderstanding, or not being truly recognized for your real value. Those wounds might come from romantic relationships, friendships, work, or even family, a place that should have been your support but sometimes became where you felt most lost. Because you are sensitive and profound, even if these things may not seem very significant to others, they have left marks on you, like a small thorn stuck in your soul, quietly aching over the years. Therefore, the number 13 here is not simply a number. It is the key that opens the door to healing. It carries the energy of transformation from darkness to light, from memories suffocated by pain into inner strength awakened through understanding and self-love. 13 is an angel number 13, often associated with important spiritual messages that help the soul mature, transcend old phases, and be reborn on a deeper level. When this number repeatedly appears to you, it is a reminder from the universe that you are in the process of recovery, stepping out of old limitations, and being guided to become the radiant, true version of yourself. More importantly, the number 13 here signals that you will no longer be denied. You don't need to strive to be recognized, you only need to keep being yourself. Your beauty, your value, your inner strength, are gradually shining forth and being felt by others. In love, in relationships, in life, you will meet people who truly see you, understand you, and choose to stay for who you really are. The number 13 marks a milestone, reminding you that the past is not a sentence, but a foundation for you to enter a new phase that is strong, free, and worthy of all the love waiting ahead. For a long time, whenever you intended to act or start a new direction, old memories would resurface, like a flashback pulling you back. Memories that once caused you pain, hesitation, feelings of not being strong enough or worthy enough, may have made you hesitate many times, even lose faith in yourself. However, in this reading, the energy of white, the symbol of purification, keeps appearing, affirming that you are entering a time when those things will be cleansed, purified, and healed. A profound transformation is happening within you, shining light back into the dark corners of your soul that you once tried to forget. That said, I also want to make one thing clear: it is not wise to simply say that letting go will fix everything, because I understand that emotional wounds, especially those rooted in psychological trauma, cannot vanish overnight. The Four of Swords appears as a sign of a long period suffocated by pain, of sleepless nights, silent tears, and days when you couldn't share your suffering with anyone. However, light is coming, and it is powerful. A remarkable card has just appeared, the White Serpent, a sacred white snake. Though it is a snake, it does not symbolize danger or malice here. Instead, it represents luck, protection, and rebirth. In Eastern spirituality, the white serpent is seen as a creature carrying sacred energy, a symbol of rebirth after suffering, and a harbinger of good fortune. This clearly shows that if you have ever been trapped by doubt and pain, if you have felt stuck within your own emotions, now you can break free. You are entering a phase where old burdens, lingering pains, and limiting beliefs that once weighed on your heart are shedding layer by layer. Like the old skin of a snake, you are shedding what no longer fits, revealing a new version of yourself, mature, strong, and glowing from within. Not because you forced yourself to be better, but because the very process of overcoming those layers of pain has created the light inside you. You don't need to push yourself to be perfect. Simply by accepting yourself, you have already begun stepping into the light. And it is precisely that energy, the energy of rebirth, of shining from within, that will lead you to love, to connection, to the things you once believed you didn't deserve. But now, you are different. And you are worthy. So why can you overcome all of this? Because the recent time has been a period of quietly reflecting on yourself, a profound inner journey that helped you illuminate the knots in your heart and heal the unspoken wounds. What you have gone through, though it may have forced you to take detours, caused delays, and led to many stumbles, none of it has been meaningless. On the contrary, it is becoming the most important foundation for your inner growth and strength. The card effort and success also appeared, indicating that if in the past, whenever you tried to do something, obstacles would intervene, causing hesitation and doubt, now those very experiences that once blocked you have become the keys to your breakthrough. It is like you are shedding your old self, and all the old pain is now the nourishment feeding the new light inside you. You could say that what once held you back, old memories, wounds, heavy emotions, are now being transformed into your strength. You are no longer bound by the past but are using that very past to propel yourself forward. What was once a barrier has become a launching pad. And this explains why the number 13 keeps appearing repeatedly as your personal lucky number. Every time you see the number 13, it is a signal from the universe reminding you that you are emerging from the darkness, healing, and moving toward the light. It is a sign of transformation, a milestone marking each step you take on your soul's journey of growth. Therefore, see the number 13 as a reminder that you have come much farther than you realize. It is the number that helps you recognize that you are no longer the person once suffocated by fear, by wounds, or by doubt. You are shining, and every time you see 13, know that this light inside you is growing stronger day by day. I will continue to draw cards to see what actions or points you should pay attention to in the coming time, so you can make the most of this special transformative energy. The Anchor card appears as a firm message: you do not need to rush. Even if right now you may feel uneasy, anxious, or even confused about what to do next, the cards are telling you that everything will be okay. You are on your way toward a safe place, a stable point where your mind and heart can truly rest. The message here is, stop. Don't chase after results. Don't force yourself to make decisions immediately. You don't need to prove anything by acting right now. Everything is moving in the right direction, even if you can't yet see it clearly with your own eyes. The Path card appears immediately afterward, once again affirming that you are on the right track. It's not about choosing the right path, it's that you are already on that path. You may still have many doubts now, uncertain whether you are doing the right thing, but the future will provide the answers. And when you look back, you will clearly see, everything was arranged to bring me exactly where I needed to be. This is a one-way path, meaning that once you have stepped onto it, there is no turning back, no wrong turns. Even if things seem unclear right now, trust that clarity will come later. What you need to do at this moment is not to force control over everything, but to relax and let life guide you. I understand that when you are overwhelmed, hearing phrases like "let things flow naturally" or "everything will be okay" can be hard to accept, because your heart craves answers, concrete actions, something solid to hold on to. But the cards are not telling you to sit idle in helplessness, they are reminding you that you have done enough. Now is the time for you to rest. You are not drifting aimlessly. You are being guided. Trust your own choices and believe that the universe is quietly working on your behalf. And whenever you feel unsettled, remember, the path you are on is uniquely yours, and the destination will make you say, "I was right not to give up." There is one thing that deeply impressed me in this reading, a phrase that stood out: confusion is life itself. It sounds simple, but it is profoundly meaningful. It tells us that humans always walk through moments of doubt, and that is not a bad thing. On the contrary, our confusion, hesitation, and reflection are natural and necessary parts of the journey. You don't always have to have the answers. You don't always need to reach conclusions immediately. And being lost does not mean you have failed or are on the wrong path. Sometimes, you live to seek the answers, not to already have them. That is why, if you are feeling lost, wavering between choices, standing at a crossroads unsure of which way to go, it doesn't mean you are wrong. It simply means you are living in tune with the true rhythm of life. Because humans always walk through uncertainty, and it is this uncertainty that makes each step precious. Of course, if someone is suffering, caught in a foggy period, hearing words like "take your time" or "everything will be okay" might feel frustrating, even despairing. Because they don't want to remain lost forever, they don't want to be stuck in a state of not knowing what will happen. But this reading clearly shows, you will arrive at a place where you can look back and say, "I made the right choice." The path you are on may not be clear yet, but it is gradually revealing itself as a road made just for you, a one-way path with no detours. And at some point, you will turn back and smile, realizing that all the confusion and hesitation had meaning. And even after you have chosen your path, after you have passed through a phase, there will still be new doubts, new choices in the future. Life is a continuous series of crossroads, one after another. But the difference is this: you will become stronger, more grounded, and learn to trust your own heart. So, don't be afraid when you feel confused. Don't fear not having the answers yet. It is precisely in those moments that you move closer to a more mature, confident, and happier version of yourself. And that journey doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs you to keep moving forward. Even if you feel lost, confused, or burdened with worries, it is you, and no one else, who will make the decisions. You will choose your own path. The Anchor card appears as a symbol of inner stability, of making decisions on your own, of anchoring yourself firmly amid the storms. No longer relying on someone else to decide for you, no longer surrendering to circumstances or waiting for another to give you answers, but standing tall yourself, carrying all your experiences, and saying, I choose this path. You might find this heavy to hear. I understand, because I myself once felt the same when hearing similar advice from a close friend. When trapped in a feeling of helplessness, having to decide and choose alone can make you want to scream, why do I have to carry it all by myself? But over time, I realized that it is in these very moments that true growth happens. Because a life without pain, without anxiety, without sleepless nights is also a life without depth. And you, who are gradually overcoming confusion, insecurity, and inner turmoil, are becoming a person with real depth, a person with a unique essence that no one can imitate. What you have been through, whether heartbreak, betrayal, wounds, or simply invisible worries, is slowly weaving a very distinctive hue within you. A kind of magnetism that doesn't come from outward appearances but from the depths of your soul. You are not someone who lives superficially. You are becoming a person with depth, with inner dimension, a person whose maturity can be felt through your eyes, the way you listen, and through the unspoken things that still make others truly understand you. And because you are the one who decides this, because you choose not to avoid, because you bravely face everything, you can become this profound, experienced, and resilient version of yourself. You are not someone easily overlooked. You are someone who leaves an impression, because you are genuine. And it is this authenticity that creates your irreplaceable charm. You are gradually becoming a person who carries true depth, like a flavor that becomes richer the longer it is savored, like a presence that reveals subtlety and unique magnetism with prolonged connection. The cards show that you are becoming such a person, a layered, deep soul with qualities worth contemplating in a very distinctive way. I suddenly remember something my grandmother once said, and perhaps it is also a message the universe wants to remind you of: to worry, to feel troubled, is a blessing. When you are young and your mind is clear, you can still think, still hesitate over which hair color to choose, which direction to take, what to hold on to or let go of. These very things make life meaningful. Because when you grow old, many of those things will no longer matter. Even worrying about small matters will no longer be easy. My grandmother once hesitated over whether or not to dye her hair, and then she laughed and said, "It's such a blessing that I can still worry about this." Maybe she said that to comfort herself, or perhaps she meant for me to understand something deeper. Indeed, after hearing those words, I suddenly realized that worry and confusion are a beautiful part of life. And it's the same for you. The doubts you have today, whether about love, work, direction, or your inner self, are not signs of weakness. On the contrary, they are sharpening you to become deeper, more mature, and more captivating. Therefore, you don't need to rush to find answers. You don't have to pressure yourself to know everything right now or to act quickly. Because even if you take a wrong turn, the universe still has ways to guide you back to the right path, or even that very path might lead you to where you truly need to be. It just takes a slightly longer route. Throughout this journey, there will always be people ready to support you. They might be friends, family, or kindred souls, those who silently reach out when you're most unsteady. So, if right now you feel lost, confused, or trapped in your thoughts, that's perfectly okay. Because you are living. And that is something truly beautiful. You are being forged into a person of depth, not shallow or superficial, but experienced and worthy of respect. Don't hurry. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You just need to keep moving forward, and everything will gradually become clearer along the very path you are choosing step by step with all your heart. A guide in moments of confusion, someone who can offer sincere advice and help you through times of hardship. It could be someone in your life, or simply a tarot video on YouTube. It might also be protective energy from a sacred place, like a temple, an ancestral altar, or a prayer you once quietly sent into the air. Whatever form it takes, you are being protected, and there is always a gentle guidance by your side. And so, even when you feel you have strayed from your path, you will be gently corrected and brought back to the way that aligns with your heart. There is no such thing as completely wrong, because every crossroads brings you lessons, and ultimately, you will arrive at a place where you can say, "I am truly grateful for having walked this path." The number 22 appears repeatedly, therefore, alongside the number 13, which has also appeared many times before. You can consider both as your personal lucky numbers. The number 13 carries the energy of transformation and rebirth, powerful during times when you are emerging from inner darkness, healing, and shedding old layers. Meanwhile, the number 22 represents trust, eternal connection, especially in relationships, in love, and in the journey of rediscovering yourself. It's possible that in the near future, you will experience a turning point, a moment when you realize, I am gradually freeing myself from sorrow and inner torment. When that happens, the number May 22nd appear as a confirming sign that you are on the right track, and this journey is beginning to yield beautiful results. As for the other person, the energy shows that they are also in a phase of deep self-reflection. They may be confronting themselves with questions like, what is true love? What does it mean to love someone? Do I truly love myself yet? This is a period where they are shining a light inward, learning to love themselves again, and through that, learning to love others more fully. And then, the sun will shine once more within them, and within you as well. Because ultimately, the bond between you is a thread woven from trust and eternal love. It is a connection not easily faded or fragile, but a relationship capable of growth, maturity, and blossoming over time. This is a love with lasting potential, nurtured by mutual understanding, freedom, and healing from both sides. I will conclude the reading for those of you who chose Group 2 here. Thank you for listening and taking the time to connect with the messages within this reading. If anything in the cards resonates with you or touches your heart, please leave a small emoji or a few words in the comments, so I know this message has reached the right place. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to support me. Your support is a precious spiritual gift and a great motivation for me to continue bringing meaningful readings. I look forward to seeing you again in the next readings. Hello, Pile 3. Thank you for waiting. Now, I will begin the reading for those of you who chose Pile number 3. I hope this reading brings you healing, new insights, and moments filled with love. Let's now explore together the current feelings of the person you are thinking about. Oh, the cards that have appeared are truly wonderful. All the cards are upright, which is truly remarkable. Meanwhile, Group 1 had all reversed cards. Of course, reverse cards can also be interpreted positively, but for some reason, I feel these two groups are connected. So if you feel curious or drawn, I think you can also check out Group 1 to gain a deeper understanding of the overall picture. Returning to Group 3, these cards are really strong. And the final result is the Seven of Wands in the upright position. All cards being upright indicates that the feelings this person has for you right now are very strong. However, there is also a sense of hesitation and indistinct fear existing within them. And this fear is not because you are scary or anything like that, but because, in their eyes, you occupy such a brilliant, perfect position, to the point that it makes them feel somewhat insecure, feeling unworthy. In this reading, you receive the Temperance card, a major arcana, symbolizing harmony and balance among emotional currents. This shows that you are a very special person, shining brightly like a sunflower, yet possessing gentle emotional depth like flowing water. You have the clarity to observe the whole picture, while also having a heart that empathizes and cares for those around you. You have the ability to harmoniously blend reason and emotion, between decisive action and careful consideration. And the person you're thinking of is very rational, as reflected by the King of Swords card. This is someone who listens carefully both to themselves and to others, someone who evaluates everything based on logic and clear analysis. Yet, when standing before you, someone carrying the energy of a major arcana, they feel that you are truly extraordinary. This admiration even surpasses typical romantic feelings. It's as if this person thinks, you are so special that I don't know if I can truly stand beside you as an equal. That's why, although they have strong feelings for you, there is also a trace of anxiety and hesitation within them. Therefore, I will draw a few more cards to delve deeper into their current inner emotions. However, it seems that this person does not openly express those feelings. The combination of the King of Swords and the Nine of Wands creates a sense of two completely opposing energies, one sharp intellect, the other carrying defensiveness, caution, and reservation. Then the Ten of Cups appears, truly wonderful. This card makes me feel that this person deeply longs for complete happiness, a place where they feel genuinely accepted and loved. I will draw a few more cards to clarify the message, but up to this point, it is very clear that they truly want your recognition. They want to be seen, understood, and cherished by you. They value every moment spent with you. At the same time, they are very mindful of how others perceive them, not only what you think of them but also how everyone else views this relationship. They yearn to grow closer and desire the relationship to become stable, solid, and bring a sense of safety for both of you. However, the presence of the Nine of Wands reveals that a quiet insecurity still lingers within. Am I good enough as I am to maintain this stability? Can I nurture this relationship into a lasting, deep connection? And perhaps it is precisely these conflicting emotions that cause the Death card to appear in the reading between you two. This card signifies transformation, a closing of an old chapter and the imminent beginning of something new and deeper. The person you're thinking of is standing at the threshold between fear and longing, between wanting to come closer to you and the worry that they may not be good enough to do so. Meanwhile, your energy is quite different. The cards show that you have spent much time reflecting, feeling uncertain, anxious, perhaps even wanting to retreat and afraid of getting hurt. But now, it seems you have made a personal decision. You have chosen to live true to your authentic feelings and to follow the path that brings you peace. Your spirit is steadier, your emotions lighter. And if you have not yet reached that place, the cards indicate that you are about to enter a phase of safety, reassurance, and inner stability. Because of this, the person you're thinking of admires you even more. In their eyes, you radiate something very special, even just from the outside. They clearly sense that you are truly remarkable. I will draw more cards to clarify how you appear to them, because the current feeling is very clear that this person sees you as someone dazzlingly radiant, to the point that they feel somewhat hesitant. The Nine of Wands also appears as a reflection of their insecurity about whether they are worthy enough to reach you. And here is the first card describing their impression of you, a card carrying the message of awakening passion, with the rich hue of burgundy wine. This suggests that in their eyes, you possess a mature, calm, and spiritually grounded aura. You don't need to display anything flashy, simply your natural presence creates a deep energy capable of stirring others' hearts. I will draw one more card, and it carries the message of soothing the mind and body. You might think, but I'm not really mature, I'm still struggling a lot, yet in their eyes, you embody calmness, much like the Temperance card itself, symbolizing harmony, peace, and understanding. The way you behave, the way you speak, even your demeanor and appearance, all of it brings them a very special feeling, drawing them to you naturally and profoundly. They feel your words sinking deep into their hearts, touching a quiet place inside that few others can reach. Even if you and this person are not currently interacting directly or meeting often, they might still be recalling the times you were together in the past. And even in those memories, you stand out vividly to them. They might still be watching you through social media or via some other connection, but one thing is certain, they are thinking of you, and your image in their mind is of someone very special, deeply profound, and captivating. So now, I will ask more specifically, when did this person see you, and what image of you did they see? If you are currently involved with this person as partners or in a relationship, it can be understood that this impression comes from the moments you shared, those everyday times. But if you have lost contact with them or aren't sure who this person is, then here is what I sense. The Crossroads card and the Lily card have appeared. These cards suggest that this person has seen or thought about you quite recently, possibly within the last month. Whether by chance they ran into you somewhere, saw your image on social media, or recalled a memory involving you, one thing is sure, your image appeared clearly and vividly in their mind. And in that moment, they deeply felt that you are truly wonderful. This feeling sparked a wish, if only they could come back. If only we could meet again, reconnect like before. If you are someone who has left this relationship, it might be said that in their mind, you resemble the storks in the Ten of Cups card, a symbol of once complete happiness, and now they long for its return. The world within the card, or more precisely, the time between the two of you, still exists somewhere in their soul. Within that space, they silently long for a reconnection, an opportunity to heal, to be closer to you, to smile alongside you once again like before. They want reconciliation, to talk again, to find a chance to restore this relationship. However, the Nine of Wands continues to appear, indicating that despite their deep yearning, they are still unable to let go of fear. I drew one more card to clarify the reason, and the reverse star appeared. The star upright symbolizes hope, dreams coming true, the possibility of reaching what one deeply desires. But when reversed, it carries a feeling of lost faith, a sense that everything is out of reach. Right now, within them is a very clear insecurity, they believe they will never be able to reach you again. You have become a star too far away, no longer belonging to their world. This person knows that you have been through a lot, a person who has tirelessly worked on your growth, someone who once seriously valued this relationship, and now you are in a very stable, mature mental state. They see that, and because of it, they feel even smaller. You, in their eyes, have become something too beautiful, too noble, and too distant. They feel that you are what they once strived so hard to attain, or felt as if they were about to touch, but now, everything seems beyond reach. Because the star appeared reversed, the energy it emits is, they no longer have the ability to achieve that, you have gone too far away. They feel you are now in another world, not necessarily distant geographically, but distant spiritually, distant in maturity, distant in energy. And when I asked for the cards representing their perception of you, a series of major arcana appeared, clearly showing that you hold a special magnetism, a presence of great significance in their life. You stand out, someone they look up to and remember, and because of that, they feel even more that you are beyond their reach. I drew more cards to clarify why they feel unable to reach you, and the Rider card appeared, giving me a strong impression that they feel you are the one who has left them. Whether or not you intended to do so, or whether in reality you may not have been the one to walk away first, in their perception, you are the one who has gone far away. They may believe that you have chosen a different path, a different goal, a life that no longer involves them. For those of you thinking, I didn't go far or abandon them, I want to share that this feeling might not stem from a specific action, but rather from how you express your maturity, independence, and calmness. That image alone makes them feel you belong to a higher realm, someone they admire but dare not approach. Interestingly, despite feeling unable to reach you, they still long to come closer. Yet at present, they only dare to watch from afar. It feels as though they still hold on to hope but lack the courage to truly step forward. They themselves are torn, wanting to draw near yet restraining themselves with the belief that they are unworthy. When I asked for the card representing your current feelings toward them, one jumped out immediately. It clearly states, unconditional love. I truly feel moved by this energy. Even though you may be apart, and even though they see you as a distant star, in your heart there remains a feeling for them, a pure love, without conditions or expectations of reciprocation. It is a love born from understanding, from having seen their weaknesses and fears, and still choosing to keep them in your heart. I sense that many of you have poured a great deal of affection into this person, even wholeheartedly for them. For some, this image resembles the love a fan holds for their idol, devoting time, energy, and even money to follow, support, and think about that person. If you are viewing this reading from a fan's perspective, then this may resonate deeply with you. For those who have had a relationship, the feeling that emerges clearly is that you have sacrificed much for them, unconditionally. I will draw a few more cards from the Lenormand deck. 2 cards have appeared, the Moon and the Clouds. Together, these cards paint a picture of a love filled with deep emotions but also accompanied by much confusion. Perhaps you have endured many long nights full of thoughts, doubts about whether your feelings are reciprocated, or whether they truly see the sincerity of your love. Even when things seemed unclear or uncertain at times, you held on to a steadfast love, continuing to think of them, continue hoping, continue keeping them in your heart. And it is precisely this steadfastness, this enduring affection, that causes the other person to feel somewhat troubled. They begin to look back at everything and ask themselves, why could they love me so much? Why could they give so much affection when I have done so little for them? They see you from a higher perspective, as if stepping back to observe everything, and realize that they truly have not done enough to reciprocate your genuine devotion. From their perspective, you are the one who always stays, always shows dedication, while they only know how to receive, sometimes silently, sometimes missing opportunities. And what they fear most right now is the person who has always waited for them gradually drifting away? Have they lost the last chance? As for you, I sense that you have not only loved this person but also taken the time to reflect on yourself, to understand your inner world better, to heal and grow. You do not love blindly. You love with your whole heart, but also with awareness and through a profound inner journey of maturity. Because of that, the love you give carries a very special beauty, an unconditional love forged through time, reflection, and tears. However, the reading also shows the snake in the moon cards, symbolizing moments when they may have felt frustrated, upset, or even angry because of your actions or attitudes. There may have been moments when they wondered, why is this happening? Why like this? And those feelings caused discomfort and confusion. Yet, despite those emotions, they always try to face and think about you and the relationship between you. Time is limited, and giving your time to someone is incredibly precious. The one who receives that time is truly deeply loved. In the past, perhaps they didn't realize this, didn't fully understand the value of the moments you gave them. But now, as they reflect, they recognize that the person who devoted so much time to them is incredibly important, the one they do not want to lose. I believe that person is truly fortunate to have you in their life, a person who, despite experiencing pain, confusion, and anxiety to such an extent, still loves and cares for them. That is a great blessing. Although there may be times when they feel tired, want to let go, or feel like giving up, the fact that you constantly think about them, spend time reflecting and caring, this is proof of your deep love and your importance in their life. Giving them those moments of thought and precious time to care is not easy. To them, you are genuinely special, someone they deeply cherish because not many people are willing to do that. Usually in life, whether with friends or colleagues, very few people truly care and think about you with sincerity and depth. In modern society, having someone who genuinely devotes time and heart to you is extremely rare. But you have given so much dedication, sacrificed, and invested your time for them. Even when you were exhausted, in pain, or endured unacceptable things, you persevered in spending time thinking of them, being with them, and that is profoundly meaningful. The cards show that they are very aware of this. They feel that you are someone incredibly important, someone who has given their whole heart to them. At the same time, they harbor a deep fear, the fear that you might leave them, that the relationship might not endure. But I want to emphasize this is not the current situation, it is a worry about the future. Therefore, I will look into their future. The Ace of Pentacles appears, signaling that something positive is coming their way. Perhaps in the future, they will recognize your value or receive some spiritual gift from you. I sense they are going through thoughts like, what am I doing? Have I done enough for them? They are asking themselves what they can do to reciprocate all that you have given. However, with the Nine of Wands, they remain uncertain and hesitant about how to act. From your side, you may be carrying the energy of the King of Swords, possibly thinking that things aren't that complicated, or that you don't see it that way. But in reality, they are still worried. Looking further into the future, the reverse Three of Cups appears, bringing a sense of doubt or loss of trust. I sense a moment when they feel as if someone is interfering between you and them, like jealousy or competition. When I drew another card for clarification, the Bear appeared, a symbol of possessiveness and fierce protection. This card shows that they have a strong desire to keep you for themselves, to protect the relationship, but it also suggests jealousy or fear of losing you. The Three of Cups in its upright position represents joy, reunion, and harmony, but when reversed, it can signify turmoil in social relationships or dissatisfaction with the current emotional state. They may be experiencing conflicting emotions, wanting to enjoy happy moments with you while worrying about a third party's interference or outside influences preventing the relationship from being as complete as desired. When the Three of Cups is reversed, it carries the energy of time spent alone or a feeling of not wanting you to be too happy with others. They may feel jealous seeing you passionately engaged or chatting with someone else, then suddenly intervene as if to say, that's mine. You belong to me, expressing strong possessiveness and a desire not to let you slip away. This is the expression of possessiveness and fear of loss. They do not want you to leave, nor do they want anyone else to take their place in your heart. However, for you, this can feel like attention, care, and love, but it can also cause discomfort or suffocation depending on your personal feelings. If you feel happy with that attention, that's wonderful, but it's also possible that some of you think, why show this now? Why not sooner? So, I will look into your current feelings about this situation. The cards that come up are very clear and strong, and this is no longer about the future but about the present moment. The Disciple card appears, indicating that a result or change is coming very quickly. I strongly sense that they are sincerely thinking about you. They do not want you to leave and regret what they have done, or failed to do, to keep you by their side. Their current mood genuinely longs to come closer, to make things right, and they feel they have made mistakes. The peach-colored card symbolizes a gentle, delicate, and warm state. It evokes an image of positive change, a yearning to reconnect, and a hopeful love despite past difficulties. I believe they are very eager for you to return, very much want your attention, your recognition, and care. Your presence in their life is truly significant, like a brilliant sun on warm days, like a radiant sunflower. You bring light, joy, and warmth. Being with you makes their life brighter, filled with laughter and happiness. That is why, when they see you happy, laughing, or enjoying joy with someone else, they feel uneasy, somewhat jealous, and unable to accept it. This is a very real, very strong emotion they hold for you. I clearly sense the depth of their possessiveness and desire to keep you close. But what's special is that this expression doesn't make you feel uncomfortable or suffocated, on the contrary, it brings you joy. They show their affection naturally and comfortably, even when surrounded by many people. They don't hesitate to express their love, care, and even invitations to meet, whether for dates or private moments. They want everyone to know how close and connected you are. This is their way of proudly showing off the relationship and affirming that you both are very special and important to each other. I see the Garden card appear, symbolizing social relationships, gatherings, and places where many people witness and share your joy together. They enjoy expressing their affection and connection publicly, making you feel happy and proud. At the same time, the Three of Cups appears very clearly, symbolizing joy, connection, and harmony in love. This further confirms that despite difficulties or feelings of jealousy, your relationship carries positive energy, filled with love and joyful togetherness. The next card carries the energy of the Ace of Cups, a symbol of new beginnings, passionate love, and fresh emotions. Here, there is also the image of little mice, symbolizing anxiety, jealousy, or unease when they see you happy, talking, and mingling with another community or someone else. They feel very confused and uncomfortable watching you enjoy life, and inside, they harbor the desire to reclaim you, to keep you close. You, represented by the apricot-colored plum, embody joy, ease, and freshness, happily enjoying your life. In contrast, they feel very jealous, anxious, and insecure about the possibility of losing you. The appearance of the Ace of Pentacles shows that they have finally recognized your importance and value. They are beginning to understand and deeply appreciate all that you have given them, a slow but certain awakening and realization. Although outwardly they may appear cold and composed like the King of Swords, seemingly cool and rational, inside they carry a deep fear of losing you, filled with anxiety, much like the Nine of Wands, with defensiveness, worry, and hesitation. From my sense, this realization will come quickly, perhaps within the past month, or even sooner. It could be within the next few days, at the earliest within 3 days, and no later than 3 weeks. This awakening will arrive swiftly and clearly. I will draw another card to see how they will act and how they will approach you in the near future. It seems they will express their feelings openly in front of others. For example, if you both belong to the same community or work in the same place, they might speak quietly to you or exchange private words while others around can still hear. This makes outsiders think, oh, these two are really close, or they must be dating, a public declaration they want everyone to see, affirming the special bond between you. This will make you feel happy and joyful because it signifies their commitment to you. The pentacles symbolize stability and security in the relationship, so you won't feel uncomfortable or controlled. Instead, you will feel cherished. They want to show clearly and proudly, this person is mine, and I am theirs. They want everyone to know that you are very close and special to each other. If you don't share the same community or workplace with them, I will draw additional cards to see how they might approach you. They may take the initiative to reply to your messages or comment publicly on your social media posts, making their feelings visible to everyone. They might retweet, reply, or interact openly in front of others as a way to express their affection. I'll draw a few more cards for clarity. The ship and the tree appear, symbols of building a private secret world between the two of you, a space known only to you both. This is a positive sign indicating they want to keep the relationship intimate and private, creating memories and a special space that no one else can intrude upon. Next comes the bear, symbolizing possessiveness and fierce protection. They want to keep you for themselves, with a deep and intense love. Finally, the heart card appears, affirming a sincere, emotional, and warm love. In summary, whether expressing affection publicly or maintaining a private world for just the two of you, they deeply wish to offer you respect, protection, and profound love. This is a positive sign showing they truly value you and want a lasting bond. They want to build a secret just for the two of you, as if you are flying together in a hot air balloon, journeying to a faraway, private place. Even if that place is a tourist spot or a cafe surrounded by people, within that private space, you remain very close and connected. They will openly show their closeness, affection, and connection in front of others. They might hold you, speak more lovingly than usual, or simply demonstrate special care, as if to say to everyone, we are very close, we belong to each other. This will make you feel happy and cherished in such a clear and undeniable way. The key card appears, symbolizing reconciliation, understanding, and a strong connection. This signals that you both will have opportunities to heal, to better understand each other, and to overcome conflicts together, strengthening your bond in the near future. They continuously affirm that you belong only to them, like a solemn vow, only me. They repeat this as if to imprint and remind themselves that you are their one and only. If you are male, they want to tell you that she belongs only to you. Conversely, if you are female, this is their assurance that they belong only to you. I sense that their possessiveness and intense feelings have reached a peak, and upon realizing this, they feel much more at ease and relieved. However, I am also very curious about what will happen next in your relationship, so I will draw a few more cards to see how this journey unfolds. I will draw some cards from the Romance Angels deck to look at what the future holds for you in the next 1, 2, and 3 months. I sense that results will come very quickly, possibly within 3 weeks, or even in the coming days. The first card, representing the first month, signals a fresh new beginning. Next, the card for the second month reveals strong emotional vibrations, possibly intense feelings or inner turmoil within them. I'm not sure if I'm sensing their surge of emotion or your own, but the energy is very powerful. Finally, the card for the third month indicates that by this stage, they will take clearer actions. They will actively approach you and express their feelings passionately, likely through invitations to meet and sweet, sincere gestures. I highly appreciate the likelihood that they will make significant progress in approaching you during this period. The atmosphere between you will become warm and intimate, creating a positive and promising state. In the first and second months, I see that they will make time for you regardless of how busy work or life gets. They will strive to arrange and dedicate moments to meet and care for you, even while balancing many other pressures. This demonstrates their sincerity and determination to maintain and nurture the relationship with you. They will take the initiative to come to you, and this is very clear. They have overcome many challenges to carve out time for you. They arrange and create moments to be by your side. On your part, I see you have a calm attitude, not overly absorbed or anxious about the relationship, but whenever they suddenly appear, you immediately embrace them with joy and warm welcome. In the first month, you feel very happy when they come to you. However, by the second month, you become more relaxed, you may discover new interests or even notice someone else. Yet, they still frequently appear unexpectedly, making it impossible for you to ignore them. The image of the cherry in the reading evokes the notion of a cherry boy, a shy, slightly bashful man who nevertheless expresses his affection very strongly and sincerely. They will reveal their feelings in a pure, innocent, and passionate way toward you. Moving into the third month, the atmosphere between you grows very positive, carrying a more mature and profound quality. You seem to have fully trusted, let go of all worries, and placed your complete faith in them. They are also doing their utmost to care for and cherish you, wanting you to feel safe and comfortable by their side. They strive to lead, protect, and create sweet moments so you can feel secure and at ease leaning on them. This is truly a beautiful and promising phase for your relationship. I will take a closer look at the third month to better understand what will happen, what specific progress or changes will occur. I will draw the next card for a deeper analysis. First, I will add more about the first month. They feel very strongly about fate and the deep connection between the two of you. The cross card appears as a symbol of destiny, showing that they believe this relationship is inevitable and holds great significance in their life. Moving into the second month, the Mountain and Moon cards emerge, signaling that they are facing difficult challenges. They are confronting and striving to overcome obstacles, both internal and external, to come closer to you. The Moon symbolizes romance and deep emotions, indicating that their feelings for you are dreamy and filled with love. I will draw another card to better understand the Mountain in the second month. The Ship card appears, representing the journey through hardships, moving forward, and continuous effort to walk the shared path with you. To understand what exactly they are overcoming, I will draw the next card from the Lenormand deck for clarification. The U card appears, symbolizing you, meaning that they are overcoming their own insecurities, self-doubt, and inner reservations about themselves and your relationship. They are trying to move past shyness and fears. This image recalls the Nine of Wands, a symbol of defensiveness and lack of confidence. Regarding the first month, they feel the need to change themselves, to fix their shortcomings, yet still harbor some hesitation and timidity when thinking of you. However, despite these doubts, they remain very strong in their desire to be by your side and to build a future together. They accept destiny and believe that you are meant to be connected. Overall, they are on a journey of overcoming themselves to come closer to you, and this holds profound significance in the development of your relationship. Therefore, obstacles or personal traits may serve as barriers between you, or perhaps these difficulties exist only in their mind. They may place pressure on themselves to be the ideal man or the perfect woman, regardless of gender, feeling the need to uphold a certain image and adhere to specific standards. This might stem from pride or ongoing inner struggles. Despite this, they continue to push past these barriers, dedicate time to you, and hope for your return, longing for your attention and acceptance. This is the strong emotion present in the first month. Moving into the second month, they gradually overcome feelings of insecurity and hesitation when thinking of you. They conquer worries about not being good enough or worthy, reflected by the Nine of Wands and the Star. They once saw you as something distant and unreachable, but now they decide to actively express their feelings and pursue you more passionately. The combination of the Mountain, Ship, and the image of you in the reading shows their determination to embark on the journey, overcoming all challenges to reach you. They carry intense love, ready to act to turn their desire into reality. I also sense that in the near future, perhaps at night or in a romantic setting, you will have the opportunity to enjoy a warm, affectionate atmosphere, creating beautiful moments together. In the third month, the Ring card appears, signaling significant progress in your relationship. You may officially become a couple, make a commitment, or simply have private moments together, just the two of you. No matter what you think about them or your current relationship, the reading shows that this relationship has the potential to deepen, bringing romantic encounters and lasting connection. The relationship between you two may progress toward a more official stage, possibly becoming life partners, or even moving toward marriage and engagement. Generally, significant steps forward in love are clearly forecasted. They are making great efforts, not out of obligation, but because they have recognized their responsibility and are ready to lead, care for, and protect this relationship. Their maturity and determination will be evident throughout the next 3 months. However, the Snake card appearing in the third month also indicates attachment, and perhaps a bit of stubbornness or holding tightly to personal views. They may experience feelings of jealousy, sometimes in an endearing way. They might feel slightly annoyed when they see you close with others, whether friends of any gender. These emotions cause moments of jealousy and even discomfort when you spend time or give attention to others. They ask themselves, why are you going with that person? Why are you close to that person? Thoughts that make them feel emotionally suffocated. Yet, they do not express possessiveness or control in a harsh manner. The Book card in the deck symbolizes transparency, deep connection, and shared memories between you two. They want to affirm that there is still a strong bond between you, that there are things only the two of you understand and share. They may frequently check in, reaffirm their feelings, express worries, and seek reassurance that you truly care for and love them. They want to be certain that this relationship remains strong, that it still exists in your heart, and that they are not being left behind. In summary, this is a phase where your feelings are very deep, filled with a strong desire for closeness and connection, but also accompanied by jealousy and insecurity that need to be understood and released. They truly cherish this relationship and wish to keep it strong and lasting. They are building an incredibly solid bond between you. This might be symbolized by matching rings or accessories that both of you wear, or by gestures and loving words understood only between the two of you, like a secret love code. They are creating a special mark, a symbol of your unique affection. These physical items, like matching rings or couples' belongings, are not merely ordinary objects but carry profound spiritual value, serving as proof of the commitment and connection between you. This connection is very strong, especially evident in the third month of your emotional journey. In the second month, they take very active steps, spending much time with you and creating warm, romantic moments in the evenings, helping to deepen your bond. During the first month, they are struggling with their own insecurities, like the Nine of Wands. They still harbor doubts and worries about themselves but make an effort to spend time with you. They don't want to lose you, hope you will return to them, and truly want to open their heart and express themselves more clearly. At present, they may be watching you from afar, quietly following you on social media, occasionally liking your posts, or secretly observing your life without openly expressing their feelings. Within the next 3 weeks, or even just a few days, they will become very open about their feelings for you. They will clearly show their attachment, perhaps by displaying affection publicly or proudly declaring, "You are mine." You can consider these insights to better understand their upcoming mood and actions. Next, I will examine the attraction and charm you hold in their eyes. I have drawn a card colored deep burgundy, symbolizing passion, maturity, and intense allure. They perceive you as someone very captivating, possessing a magnetic charm that deeply moves them, something that strikes straight to their heart. Now, I will draw again to take a closer look at your appeal in their eyes, as well as your allure to those around you. Regarding the attraction you hold in their eyes, the card I just drew reveals that you are a person with clear goals who constantly strives to achieve your dreams and ambitions. Whether in your work or in self-improvement, you continuously develop and elevate yourself, creating a special allure. The Death card appears, symbolizing rebirth, renewal, and constant transformation. You are like a warrior relentlessly conquering challenges, much like a trainer overcoming each gym leader, never settling at one stage but always aiming for greater challenges and bigger bosses ahead. They see you as someone who is always moving forward, continually working to upgrade and renew yourself, both spiritually and physically. This creates a powerful magnetism, making you an ideal role model in their eyes. They view you as an ideal figure, which fills them with admiration but also a bit of hesitation, because you are so outstanding and constantly evolving. They may feel inadequate, fearing that you will gradually drift away, and so they deeply hope you won't leave and wish for you to return to their side. Your continuous growth and maturity can make them feel pressured and sometimes anxious, but at the same time, it is what they love and are most attracted to about you. This is the attraction they perceive in you, and it is what makes them love you even more. I will draw another card to see the attraction you hold in the eyes of those around you. The card I just drew carries the message of healing emotional wounds. This is wonderful because it shows that not only this person but also those around you feel comforted and healed in your presence. Simply having you there eases their wounds and pain. They don't need anything more, just being near you brings a sense of peace. The reason is that you possess a very strong inner energy, similar to the Temperance card, the embodiment of moderation and balance. You bring vitality and harmony, like a true healer. I liken this to the role of a healer in video games. When a character is wounded and their health drops, the healer's task is to restore them to their best condition. You are like that in real life. You have the ability to soothe the emotional wounds of others and recharge them with positive energy. This is one of the most special and valuable attractions you offer to those around you. It's as if you have such a unique magnetism that when others are with you, they naturally feel replenished, stronger for reasons they can't quite explain. That distinct and powerful allure is something people truly sense from you. I will draw more cards to clarify this further. I also want to take a look at pile number 1, as it is closely related. All the cards in pile 1 appear upright, showing positivity and a strong connection with your reading. I can't reveal much here to avoid spoiling the surprise, but it seems the other side is also going through something quite special. Regarding the key card, the coffin appears, symbolizing endings or transformation. But here, it shows that you hardly need to do anything for others to feel your attraction. Even those who do not have romantic feelings or interest in you still feel drawn to your energy and want to be near you. I want to explore further how many such people there are, those who are not romantic prospects but are still captivated by your magnetism. I will draw more cards to see how many there might be. The card shows that there are about 10 such people, a fairly large number. These individuals might be clients you frequently interact with at work, colleagues you wish to collaborate with, or friends you are planning to partner with. Additionally, there may be people who hold special feelings for you and truly like you. If the number 10 seems unrealistic or doesn't quite fit your current circumstances, I can draw more cards to clarify. But for now, you can understand that around 10 people are paying attention to or interested in you, and these connections carry a sense of destiny, meaning there is a strong and meaningful bond. You can confidently believe that among those around you, many genuinely notice you and wish to have opportunities to connect or develop relationships with you. Among the people in your life, about 10 are harboring very special feelings for you. One could say they really like you. I will ask who these people are and why they feel this way about you. The answer I receive is that these people have already met you. They are not strangers you will meet in the future but are currently present in your life. They could be old classmates from high school or university, co-workers at your company, or friends from various social circles and communities you participate in. This is truly surprising and intriguing. I also want to ask whether you recognize who they are and if you notice their presence in your life. The star card appeared very quickly, indicating that these people deeply admire you. They see you as wonderful, possessing a special charm and serving as a source of inspiration to them. The next question is, when will you realize or become aware of this? The answer suggests that within the next 1 to 2 months, you will begin to clearly sense the feelings these people have for you, or there will be developments that help you recognize their admiration. The Ace of Wands has just appeared, signaling the moment you will realize something very clearly. Within less than a month, around a time marked by the number 22, you will uncover this truth or feel this important recognition. This is a very swift and clear sign. I will ask who these people paying attention to you are and draw some cards to give a general description of them. There are about 10 people, including the one you are thinking of, who are giving you special attention. I drew 9 cards for this group. All of them are positive cards, indicating that these individuals carry positive energy. Among them, about 3 to 4 people are deeply attracted to you. They seem caught in the whirlwind of emotions, spending much time quietly observing you from afar. The snake, moon, heart, and clouds cards appear, showing that they feel jealousy, admiration, and a complex mix of emotions inside. There are about 2 to 3 others who, although only acquaintances from work or community groups, or even just casual greetings exchanged, also like you very much and want to show their care. Additionally, there is one person whom I sense a strong connection with you, perhaps a close friend or someone you frequently interact with on social media, often chatting and bonding. As for the person you are thinking of, I believe they may be represented by the snake card, someone with intense emotions, sometimes jealous, but also very deep and passionate. I sense that among those who pay attention to you, the person you are thinking of may be represented by the snake or the bird, as both cards appeared prominently in the reading. It can be affirmed that this person carries the characteristics of the snake, a symbol of jealousy and possessiveness, but not in a negative sense like harassment or annoyance. Rather, it reflects a deep and immersive affection for you. Currently, this person feels somewhat hesitant, even observing you from a distance without daring to show their feelings openly. Additionally, there are about 2 others, making a total of 3 people including them, who also quietly watch you from afar. These are acquaintances who may exchange casual greetings or be friends within different social circles, yet harbor sincere and profound feelings for you. At the same time, there are others symbolized by the moon and the heart, indicating that they strongly wish to express their love and care for you, though they remain in a phase of observation, waiting for the right moment to reveal their feelings. Among these people, about 2 stand out to you as particularly impressive, special, and deeply affectionate toward you. Moreover, within your circle of friends or old acquaintances, there is at least one person with a long-standing close relationship with you, perhaps a classmate, a schoolmate, or another long-time acquaintance. In summary, although the number 10 may seem large, in reality, the people who notice and care for you are far more numerous than you might think. This is a positive sign, showing that you truly possess a special charm that draws those around you. If you feel overwhelmed by the number of people and wonder how you could possibly recognize who they are, then you don't need to try to identify them individually. But it does seem that there are truly quite a few people who hold positive feelings toward you. It's really true. Normally, I don't often use the Lenormand cards to check each person one by one like this, but this time there's a reason, because there are so many. The Moon and Heart cards have just appeared, both carrying the energy of affection and love. Alongside them is the Snake card, which appeared together with other cards, so you can rest assured that none of these people have any malicious intent. No one brings a negative vibe to you. But indeed, there are many people. Really, very many. There are people who may have just casually passed by you, yet inside they thought, this person is really captivating. Such feelings are clearly shown by the cards. If we consider the work environment, it's likely these are people watching you on social media. They observe how you work, how you present yourself professionally, and that makes them want to reach out and get closer to you. There are quite a few like this, you can definitely trust that. Furthermore, the energy of the reading also clearly indicates that your person, the one you're thinking of, is also moving closer to you. This could happen within a month, or even sooner, 3 weeks, or maybe just 3 days. The important thing is that you will soon realize, oh, they have been thinking about me so much all along, and you will feel this clearly. So, you can be completely at ease. To conclude, I will draw a few small messages about lucky colors, lucky numbers, and things you should do or pay attention to. First, your lucky color. I will use an oracle deck specialized in colors to draw your card. Your lucky color is orange. The card carrying the message of nurturing yourself with the color orange has appeared. The image on the card resembles a sunflower, so if possible, place something orange near you, or a fresh sunflower. Orange is the color that brings positive energy, warmth, and self-healing for you in the upcoming period. Next, I will draw your lucky numbers. The card drawn shows the number 12. Additionally, the number 9 is significant because another card displayed the number 99, so I feel that 9 is also a meaningful and fortunate number for you. Therefore, your 2 lucky numbers are 9 and 12. Furthermore, the reading indicates that many people genuinely admire you. This once again confirms the earlier message. Perhaps in someone's eyes, you are a person they both admire and wish to emulate, even if they don't express it aloud. They may have initially thought you weren't their type or didn't fit their preferences, but your light has changed their mind. They are naturally attracted to you, gently yet powerfully. Yet, it seems you possess a unique charm that makes others want to imitate you. Even if you think no one would want to copy you, in reality, there are some who do. Some may have thought, I could never want to be like this person, but in the end, they are so drawn to you that they can't help but want to follow your example. So, whenever you feel a lack of confidence, remember this, there are many people quietly admiring you, genuinely loving and wanting to learn from the way you live. You are not invisible. On the contrary, you inspire those around you in a gentle way you might not even realize. And once again, your lucky numbers are 12 and 9. Now, I will draw another message, something you should try or focus on in the near future. The card that just appeared is the Anchor, a symbol of stability and steadfastness. This is a message about what you should try or consider as a priority in the coming time. I sense that this message advises you to learn how to nurture your self-confidence. While it's true that you can't simply say be confident and instantly become strong, you can definitely start with small steps. Alongside the Anchor is the Child card, suggesting you should try embracing new things, experiences that involve learning and growth. This pair of cards seems to say, something awaits you ahead, where through maturity and learning, you will find your own value or a new perspective on life. The Star card has also just appeared, and you know, the star is always a symbol of hope, potential, and future direction. The star represents long-term vision and a bright future. The child symbolizes development and learning. The anchor is the support that helps you maintain faith along that journey. This trio of cards offers you the advice: try starting something new. Something you once felt interested in, even if just briefly. It could be something you've tried before, a seemingly small hobby, but actually one that brings great inspiration. Perhaps you once deeply enjoyed something, a hobby, a field, or even a small habit, and who knows, that very thing could become the starting point for a new journey where you can truly be yourself, grow, and radiate your own unique light. That's why I sense that what you've done in the past is gradually reconnecting and opening a new path. So, you might want to reflect: is there something you started but never finished? Something you once wanted to do, felt passionate about, but set aside for some reason? Or is there something that intrigues you, excites you, yet you've never truly taken the first step? If so, now is a very good time to return to it. For example, you might try exploring tarot, dive into Lenormand, or pick up a camera and take some photos, anything that inspires you. You could also choose simpler things, as long as they awaken a spark of enthusiasm within you. And if you're unsure about what that might be, I drew another card, the Moon, which carries messages related to creative fields. The Moon here represents the world of art, dreams, ideals, passion, and subtle beauty. The reading suggests you have a very special aesthetic sense, and if you continue to nurture and refine it, that ability could shine brightly and potentially become a career or a unique path for you, perhaps in freelance form or as the master of your own journey. Art here is not limited to painting or music but also includes fields such as beauty care, cosmetics, design, makeup, nail art, hairstyling. Everything related to aesthetics and beauty falls under this category. You can definitely develop in these areas if you truly love them and are willing to invest your time and effort. The message from the cards is that within you lies a bright moon, a remarkable ability for perception and creativity, and if you believe in and nurture this, you can absolutely turn it into a brilliant path for yourself. For example, in hairstyling competitions where participants adorn hair with flowers or create artistic styles, even though I'm not deeply familiar with this field, it's clear that such work requires a high level of aesthetic sense and artistry. You can certainly try your hand in these areas. The same applies to nail art. All of these are forms that allow you to shine by expressing and enhancing your inherent aesthetic taste. Once you continue to cultivate this delicacy and creative ability, it can lead you to a completely new direction, where you can work as a freelancer, live by doing what you love, and, more importantly, enjoy the process fully. Not as a job done out of obligation or pressure, but as work that stems from your personality and your own creative freedom. The cards also suggest that you might explore other creative paths such as crafting. Handmade work is a very good option. Then the Clouds card appeared. I get the image of someone holding an umbrella to shelter others from the rain, which reminds me of the act of reaching out to help those who feel tired, sorrowful, or in need of gentle protection. This can manifest in many fields. Music, for instance, a beautiful song can uplift a listener's spirit. Or painting, a beautiful artwork can touch the viewer's emotions and offer healing. The next card reveals a very spiritual energy, leaning towards the mystical. Although I'm using Lenormand cards, this one has a deep purple hue, conveying a mysterious tone. This immediately brings to mind spiritual-related work such as fortune-telling, tarot reading, astrology, or creative writing like poetry and songwriting. Any creative work connected to emotion and soul fits perfectly. If you are involved in artistic fields like painting, the cards suggest trying to incorporate more purple tones in your work, colors that evoke dreamy, mystical, and somewhat romantic feelings. Perhaps this could open up a completely new direction for you, or at least help you unlock a hidden facet of yourself that you haven't yet considered. And then, a new inner attraction will be awakened within you. Of course, if you're someone who doesn't like advice on what you should or shouldn't do, feel free to stay true to your personality and choices. There's no need to force yourself to follow anyone's path. But if you find these insights somewhat helpful or inspiring, I would be glad if you consider them gently and with an open mind. What is emphasized here is that if you open your heart to develop what you love and nurture your personal values, you will shine brighter and brighter. This ability can truly become a profession, whether as a side job, freelance work, or the career you pursue as an individual. The cards indicate that this could evolve into a fully serious career path, especially for those who want to work independently with artistic and creative freedom. As for the person you are thinking about, their emotional energy is currently extremely strong. They are experiencing a powerful emotional surge. The King of Swords card shows a person who appears calm and sometimes quite cold on the outside, but inside, their emotions are turbulent. They act as if indifferent, but in reality, they think about you a lot. The Nine of Wands also appears, reflecting hesitation but also signaling that this person is constantly thinking of you and has never let go. Then the Pentacles cards come forth, a clear sign that what you deserve is on its way to you. This affection is no longer hidden, it will soon be revealed, and you will feel it very clearly. The reading further shows that over the next 1, 2, and even 3 months, the situation will continue to progress markedly. Especially in the 2nd and 3rd months, the energy is stronger, the developments will happen so fast that you will be surprised to realize how much that person has been thinking about you. I sincerely hope these insights serve as useful guidance for you. I will conclude the reading for Group 3 here. I am truly grateful that you have listened until the end of this video. Today's reading is not only a message from the universe but also a bridge connecting us, those seeking deeper understanding and connection in life. If you feel even just a little touch in your heart, please leave a comment or your favorite emoji, so I know you're here and that the message has found you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Your companionship is a priceless spiritual gift and a powerful motivation for me to continue bringing you deeper and more meaningful readings. See you in the next reading.